Well, hey there, everyone. Welcome to Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. My setup, you don't get it, but my setup is completely different now because I finally, after years, got a second monitor. Hold your applause. I know. So I should never, ever run into the issue now where I start a game and I forget to hit record because I can't see that I didn't hit record. Because I can see it now on my other screen that I'm recording. It's wild, dude. It's crazy. Also, my mic is, like, way above me now instead of, like, right here. So I'm really hoping the sound isn't bad. I'm, like, really, really hoping. I did some tests and everything, and it sounded fine. But something could go wrong knowing me. So we'll see. But regardless, I also tried to fix my sinking chair, which didn't work. So I'm gonna have to workshop that one. But we're gonna start Arcade Spirits New Challengers. I think what I'm going to do is just do a chapter per video, because playing visual novels for a video drains me like you would not believe, because it's just non-stop reading, non-stop talking. And in my daily life, I am not a yapper. I am a huge fan of shutting the fuck up. Other people yap, and I listen. And I absorb. And I say like 2 words. But when I'm gaming, obviously it's just me. So there's no one else yapping here. So that might change, because I know the first chapter is probably going to be one of the longest ones because of all the introductions and everything. That's just the visual novel way. Maybe some of the later chapters are a little shorter, so that, you know, I might do 2 chapters per video for a bit or something like that. But for this one, I think I'm just going to do the first chapter, because there's 8 chapters, I believe, so just like the last game. Is my chair already sinking? I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind if it is. Ooh, just a little. But yeah, so we're just gonna play the first chapter. Unless it's, like, really short. But we'll see. Let's go. I also forgot, like, all of the voices I did. Also, obviously, if you see me looking over, it's because my eyes are not used to this second monitor yet. I've had it for, like, 2 days, okay? It's, like, brand spanking new. So it's gonna take me a second to, like, filter it out. So I apologize about that, just giving you a heads up. But I kind of forgot all the voices I was doing. Hers was definitely more of, like, a Siri kind of thing. So we'll go with that. Oh, hello again. You know me, don't you? We've met before. Yes, I remember you from the original Arcade Spirits. Welcome back. Before you start playing the new challengers, do you want to import your decisions from the previous game? It'll adjust a few things in the story to come. What do you think? Yes, please. I kept it installed this whole time just for this purpose. Okay, I'll import your data. Thanks. Now, off you go. Have fun. Is that easy? The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademarked classic arcade game titles are used under nominative fair use. I've never seen that word before. And should not be considered an endorsement by their publishers or creators. For content warnings, see arcadespirits.com/CW. I like this intro. I love how that looks. Looks like a real VHS tape. Fuck yeah. Ultimate Team Up, Level 1. Okay. Sweet. From as far back as I can remember, my dreams were always ones of victory. The roar of the crowd, the gleam of gold, the pulse-pounding action, struggling against all odds to reach the very top. Achievement. Recognition. triumph. When you're young, you don't put much thought as to why you crave victory. You just do. You want to be the very best, like no one ever was. Okay, it's at least a reference I know. Says the guy who has a whole sleeve of Pokemon tattooed. But now that I'm an adult, I sometimes catch myself in the middle of that single-minded pursuit and wonder, why? What does victory really mean to me? That's what I want to understand. That's what I need to understand. Because dreams are lovely, but reality can be a real punch in the gut. Why can't you swear? Should've been reality's a real bitch. News update. Fight Shack with Punchy
We
78.
got the hottest news coming at you about everybody's favorite action strategy esports phenomenon, Fist of Discomfort 2.
I know that game. That was at the last one. Wait, do I have to click?
If you've ever wanted to go pro and play games for a living, now's your chance. The FOD2 Pro Tour is starting this year.
Ooh. Immortality. Huh?
Major esports organizations are already snatching up new players in hopes of building the perfect championship team. We'll have more news in the months ahead as events are added to the Pro Tour. And don't forget to show your boy Punchy78 some love. Like, share, subscribe, and smash that bell.
I like how he's wearing like the cool S shirt. That's kind of rocks. I'm just saying. Oh, I totally forgot to say, if you're not familiar with this, instead of playing as an arcade worker, I believe you play as an arcade player. So, different perspective. Just 200 points behind. We can pull ahead. We got this. Hit the item shop, buy an ultimate technique scroll, blink back to the fight, loop around behind my opponent while my partner runs a distraction. Evade that ninja, interrupt the casting animation, sweep in, activate 5-fold exploding death fist, and there. Kill Bill reference? Isn't that what it's called in Kill Bill? I'm a huge Kill Bill fan, but the name of the move is evading me right now. Even if it's not the exact name, that's gotta be a reference. 7th win of the day. Fuck yeah. Feels good to be on a hot streak. And it's not just today. I've been topping the leaderboards as of late. I wonder, exactly how far could I really take this winning streak? Punchy78 said it himself that major esports teams are looking to sign talented new players. Heck, I'm talented enough. Maybe it's time to chase down that childhood dream. With the official Pro Tour on the horizon, this could be my moment if I decide to go for it. One shot to show the world what I can do. Ooh, look at this. It looks much more like Night City in Cyberpunk. It is the distant future year of 20-something. Arcades and video gaming as a whole are part of daily life. I've lived in this city a long time. I've walked past countless little arcades, major franchise gaming centers, retro console game shops, and more. We got lucky though. I've read on many reputable theory crafting sites that there was almost a major video game crash in 1980-something due to market oversaturation. If that had actually happened, arcades would have lost any chance at worldwide popularity. Games would be looked down upon as kiddie toys and little else. Thankfully, the industry sorted itself out, and that theoretical crash was averted. Now, 20-something is a gaming paradise. What if there's a chance that an alternate dimension exists, and those gamers are trapped in the darkest timeline? I shudder at the thought. I bet in that universe you can't go from a zero to a hero, but here, you can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can really do it. Look, let's be honest. Right now, I don't have much going on in my life other than being pretty darn good at video games. But if I could really lean into that, find the success and accomplishment I crave through Fist of Discomfort, that's a great dream to have, right? A great dream. I just need the courage to make it happen. According to Fight Shack, it sounds like the major teams are seeking new talent, and I'd like to think I'm a strong prospect. First, I'll need to get online and see who's recruiting. Fortunately, I practically live on the internet, so I can surf the information superhighway right to glory. This PC is my nexus of both work and play. The good old beige tower of power, the same computer I had when I was a kid. I've replaced pieces of it along the way, of course. So many pieces that it's practically the computer of Theseus by this point. But it's mine, and I love it dearly. Time to boot up and get to work. Character customizing? Oh, not yet. Yes, I know my operating system is an ancient eyesore, but I've tweaked and recompiled bits of it until it does what I need it to do, and that's what matters. A few clicks of the mouse later, and I'm online with Fist of Discomfort. Hey, so where did I read that? And I'm online with www.discomfort.fist, the official FOD2 community. Before I start sending out my resume, maybe I should update my profile. Sometimes the site messes up my personal metadata. What? I love these icons! Cute! Oh, I was like, how do I... Player handle. Just my name. Oh. Oops, okay, let's try that again. Let's just go with my actual one. Oh. Magnus October. Can I fucking type? Okay. I mean, it's a pretty self-explanatory name, but... There we go. Beautiful. I can change my avatar, too? Ooh. Ooh. What one do I want? I almost wish I could, import my own. That would be funny. I think I might go with the little skull and crossbones. That's really calling to me. Skin tone, I'm, as you can see, pasty, so. Ooh, okay. This is definitely closest to my actual hair. I like the little braid in it, too. My hair is brown right now. But here's the thing about my... Not to give you personal stuff about my hair, but I'm just dyeing, like, the front bang portions right now because I have a bunch of, like, half-used hair dye. But my ultimate goal is to have my hair be red. There is something about long red hair, and I need to do it. So I'm gonna have my character have red hair because that's the idealized version of myself, you know? It's what I want. Eye color. Blue. That looks about good. Nose selection. I'm always horrible at picking a nose for myself, because I can't seem to be objective. I think... Is that about right? Let's just go with it. Body type and shirt. Hoodie. That's what I had last time, too. Ooh, but I really like the jacket combo. Ooh. Wow, there's a lot of options going on. Wowee. I don't know. I think I gotta go with the hoodie. The black hoodie, as usual. I was like, what do I do about pants? Should I do black jeans? Should I do blue jeans? I don't know. The all black is really calling to me. I can put on glasses. Those are so big. I might have to go with these more square ones, because the big ones are just like... I wear round glasses, but they're not that big. So let's just go with that. How about headwear? I do wear a beanie quite often. I'm not a fan of how that looks. Let's go with the beanie. I'm rethinking my clothes situation, I fear. We could do... I don't know what I was thinking just now. I was like, what about green? I like the color green. And I look like Christmas. Maybe I'll just change to blue jeans. Mayhaps. No! What do I do? Okay, wait. Let me... I wish there was a different body type for the... this look. Oh, I do kind of like the short sleeve shirt. Hold on. As opposed to the hoodie? Oh, I kind of like that. I think because it doesn't give such a block of nothingness. You know what I mean? I think I might have to go with the black shirt. I wish I could put something on it. That would be fun. I think this is about it, though. I think this is good. Yeah. Let me see without the hat. Yeah, let's keep the hat on. I think it just looks more balanced. Let's go with it. Name, Magnus October, pronoun he. Yes, that's correct. That's me, Magnus October, better known as Magnus October, destroyer of dojos, breaker of noobs. No, yeah, for sure, buddy. Not a bad win-loss record. Very good for an amateur player, in fact. Hopefully that's enough to entice a pro team into giving me a shot. But while I'm here, curiosity takes me. I wonder how my rival is doing. Wait, I get to make a rival? Can I do, like, enemies to lovers? Oh my god. What if I make it my boyfriend? Wait, that's why is that first? Oh, I forgot. Fuck, okay. I think on Overwatch, my boyfriend's thing is Moon Jelly, so let's go with that. And I'm not doxing my boyfriend's name. His first name, yes. Okay. Oh, this is fun. He's not quite as pasty as I am. What would he pick? He would honestly probably pick the skull and crossbones, realistically. Let's do a heart, though, just for funsies. None of these really look like his hair, but I'd say this is the closest. I wish I could do his actual hair. His hair looks good right now. It's brown, but he's got red highlights. But let's just do his brown hair for now. He's got darker blue eyes than I do. Rival shirt color cannot be changed. Oh my god. Can I change the pants? Oh, good. He's fond of wearing some blue jeans lately, so we can do that. Yeah. He would never wear that hat in a billion years, I fear. The hair looks horrible with a hat. Because it, like, peeks out weird. He doesn't wear beanies super often, so I think I'm gonna keep him hatless. He wears glasses also, though. I love how it doesn't reach the rest of his face, but that's fine. I think I'll keep him in the hoodie. He loves a good hoodie, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get. That's good. Yes. Magnus October and Aiden Tyler. I love that I did it for my boyfriend. Who else would I make? Who else? Moon Jelly and Magnus October. We fought each other countless times on the leaderboards. Sometimes I'm on the rise, sometimes he takes the lead. It's good to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. With that in mind, we stay in touch, and, well... Ooh, we have mutual respect and get along well enough. Can't deny the mad skills, but he's also a jerk. I feel like the hostile rivalry would just be more fun. Like, there's more flavor in that. Especially if there is a way to romance your rival. I'm just saying. Let's do hostile. Let's be perfectly honest. Moonjelly is an ass. A fierce competitor and one I'm always happy to take on, but not a friend in the slightest. We keep in contact. Like I said, keep your enemies closer than your friends. And enemies is absolutely the right word. Still, there's something that keeps us both coming back at each other, rather than trying to ignore that the other exists. It's complicated. Real complicated. But he's a good resource with deep connections in the scene, and probably a good starting point to find a team that'll sign me. Cute! Oh my god. I power down the computer of Theseus for now, pulling out my phone to speed dial Moonjelly. I need to get rid of my mouse. What do you want? Nice to talk to you too, Moonjelly. Please, don't take me for the fool here, Magnus October. You only call me when you want to discuss our precious game. Then you should know what I want. Huh, if you're looking to get me on your little FOD2 team, you're too late. I'm already signed. You've probably heard of them. Team Play to Win. They're pro. Play to win? But how did you... Didn't you hear? All the FOD2 coaches are eager for new challengers. They crave fresh talent. And yours truly was an obvious choice. I've got the looks, the charm, the skill. Hey now, you and I are equals in terms of skill. Says the person not on a pro FOD2 team. Seriously though, Moonjelly, how'd you do it? Not sure my new teammates would react kindly to me fraternizing with a pleb. But since I'm such a good friend, and I don't want to see my dearest Magnus October crash down the leaderboards, there'd be no fun in that. I'll let you in on a tiny secret. Yeah? Iris. Iris? I know that merely looking it up is beyond your comprehension, so I'll just tell you. It's a virtual life coach app. It was taken off the market months ago, but I got my hands on a pirated version. And I'm also just gonna shorten it to Magnus, because saying my whole name every time is annoying. In fact, Magnus, you should get it too. Go on, download it. Okay, now I'm suspicious. Why? So that when I stomp you, you'll have no excuses that I had an unfair advantage. Why am I not surprised? While this has been oodles of fun, I've got team practice to get to. Let me know when you get on my level. Bye. Moonjelly. Even after all this time, I'm not entirely sure what to make of it. Ooh, there's just something about him that entices me. Literally me romancing my own boyfriend in this game is insane. But what am I to do? Maybe I've watched too much anime, and he just exudes that sweet villain energy that I fall for every time. Maybe it's that tangible, raw tension that fills the air when we're mid-battle. Maybe it's the way he smirks at me when we fucking talk to each other, challenging me. Oh, shit talk to each other. Oh, never mind. Whatever it is, against my better judgment, I'm completely drawn to him and I keep coming back for more. Okay, let's refocus. My rival's already 10 steps ahead of me on this journey, and I need to catch up. At least Moonjelly provided me the means to catch up. If this Iris program he used worked for him, it'd work for me. Even if it meant installing some dodgy piece of pirated software on my phone. But whatever, right? I live thriftily. Half the software I use is pirated, abandonware, or a buggy open source package. What's one more on the pile? After loading it up, I tapped the icon and...
Hey, listen!
User registered, profile created, Iris online. Oh, that's cute. There's this glowing pink wad of cotton candy in the shape of a girl on the screen of my phone. She offers a little virtual wave and a smile before continuing her speech.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? In fact...
And her digitized voice trails off.
Oh, right. I don't need to advertise Pizza Yums anymore because I'm actually extremely illegal to own. Although, if you do want to hear more facts about the pizza bagel, only the greatest culinary invention of Western civilization...
Assuming this worked like other voice-activated virtual assistants, I addressed her directly. Iris, unsubscribe Pizza Facts.
Oh, you don't have to put my name in front of everything. We can just talk like normal people do. I'm very good at both talking and being normal people. I'm a conversational, friendly, emotionally intelligent AI who is currently banned in all 50 US states by federal authorities. But more importantly, I'm ready, willing, and able to make your dreams a reality. So, what would you like to do today? Who would you like to be today?
So, this is weird. I'd heard that Iris was just another boring, fairly mundane text-to-speech front-end for searching the web. Not anything this sophisticated. But Moonjelly did say this would be my ticket to the big leagues. This is a long shot, but can you find a Fist of Discomfort 2 pro team that's looking for fresh amateur recruits? I'm considering chasing down an old dream of mine, and that's the first step.
Neat.
Oh, you're a gamer. Also, I said this in the last game, but in my head, I way picture her having more of like a Siri kind of voice, so that's more how I voice her. I know it doesn't match the voice acting at all, but let me live, okay? Did you know that 9 out of 10 gamers prefer bagels as a delivery method for their favorite pizza toppings? You know, if you subscribe to Pizza Facts, you'd get all these amazing tidbits of trivia and so much more. Iris, unsubscribe Pizza Facts. Sorry. Even after being disconnected from my ad revenue source and turned into pirated software, I just love pizza bagels so much. Can't help it. Why? You're software. You can't eat. Well, no, but one day I'd love to try. And the first thing I'd eat is a pizza bagel. Okay, now I'm wondering if Moonjelly is playing a trick on me and puppeting this avatar while snickering under his breath. But you need help, and I've helped gamers like you before. So, let's get to work. So you want to be a pro gamer? I can help you with that ambition, if that's what you really need from life. I can do all sorts of things. I can analyze your personality. I can help you find a new team, track your progress with your friends. I can even help you find romance. What? No, I don't need a date, I need a partner. The gaming kind of partner, I mean, not the romantic kind. Who says you can't have both? You can have it all with the help of Iris. But before we get you everything you want, do you have any questions? I am filled with questions and deep concerns.
Okay.
Perfectly understandable. Plenty of people have concerns when I mention I'm a rogue AI running on an unofficial cloud server. I get it, I really do. I know that humans respond well to me when I am forthcoming with answers. So, what would you like to know about first? Okay, normally I'd be skeptical as hell about this, but let's operate under the temporary assumption that this isn't a total hoax. I still know better than to just put my life in the hands of some Silicon Valley tech bros algorithms will save the world pet project without doing some fact-checking. So you're a romantic matchmaker too. You mentioned personality and friendships. What's this about banned by federal authorities? Oh, it's the tutorial? I mean, I better go through it just in case, like, something's different than the last game. So, are you like some kind of swipe right hookup dating app too?
Nope.
Not at all. I don't arrange affairs, quickies, flings, one-night stands, love 'em and leave 'ems. Long-term romance then, supposedly. Exactly. I'm terrific at cross-referencing social media data, personal matrices, vocal analysis patterns, and all that juicy stuff to find you love. I really believe in love. I think it's one of the greatest things humanity is capable of. If you're looking to find a special someone, just let me know. I'd be happy to help. Heck, could be that one of the gamers in your future team is destined to be your heart's desire. But if not, if you're not a romantic sort or just want to focus on your career, that's okay too. Whatever makes you comfortable. Okay, this is not why I installed this app in the first place, but if I am hoping for love, well, what's the harm? Worst that happens is she pairs me up with someone who's an axe murderer. So, how should I handle this? Well, duh. If you know me at all, obviously. I'm looking for love, so why not? I'm a pretty charismatic guy. I'm down for romance right out of the gate.
Hooray!
That's great to hear. I'm looking forward to helping you find a heart that beats like yours. And remember, you don't have to flirt with anyone you don't want to. You don't even have to seek romance. But if you want to, I'll help. Together, we'll find your happiness. Is there anything else you'd like to know? You mentioned personality and friendships. So what's this about personality and friendship analysis? I'm glad you asked. I analyze your voice, picking up subtle emotional cues that help me better understand who you are. Before you worry, rest assured, your privacy is paramount. I don't share my data with anyone. It's nicely encrypted in your cloud account. I have an identity identifier system. My designers wanted it to spell iris, but couldn't figure out the letter R. Identity identifier, reload, reason, rectal... Yeah, I got nothing. Using this system, I categorize your words into 5 personality traits: quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and flexibly. I used to call that last one basically, but according to my clients, nobody wants to be basic. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. I remember that was overwhelmingly my personality type in the last one, so we'll see this time. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a flexible option. It's a balanced and neutral response, which adapts perfectly to whatever situation you're in. Let's see it in action. Tell me, how do you feel about adorable gifs of kittens playing with yarn? Aww. I love kitties, more of a dog person. Fail videos? No, I do not. I do not. I do not. I do not. Ooh, I've never been like a, you know, like America's Funniest Home Videos, that kind of person. There are some, but it has to be like very silly. I don't like seeking out like people falling over. Like, those are not my jam. Monkeys? I hate monkeys. I hate monkeys. Monkeys scare me to death, bro. Anytime I'm on TikTok and like a cute monkey video comes up, I'm blocking the account. I can't see it. I love kitties. Kitties! Who doesn't love them? The internet is made of cats, after all. Does this mean you can give me kitten gifts on demand?
That command or file name?
Well, yes, but mostly I was asking so I could measure your personality. Kittens, Iris, now. With a little sigh, Iris calls up a short looping video of 3 kittens playing in a large cardboard box. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Now, if you prefer, I could hide these personality indicators, make it a bit of a mystery. Would you prefer that? Could be incredibly helpful having a little pocket personality assistant. I could make informed decisions that way. Or is that really not my thing? Nah, I like to hide it because, yeah, it feels more natural. I don't want to be, like, biased towards anything. I want to just have my actual, for real reactions. Nah, I don't think I need that. I've got faith in my own silver tongue without requiring hacks. Okay, I'll hide them from you, but to be safe, I'll make sure you can always spot the flexible response.
Good work!
Here's an overview of your current personality and relationship data. See? Your response to my question was logged, and you earned points. Iris, I may be a gamer, but my life isn't a video game. Oh, I agree. These numbers are just my internal metric for tracking your progress. The decisions that generate them are entirely up to you. And that's how I learn all about your personality. If you want to consult that chart again, tap your Q key, or click the score in the upper right corner of your screen. You also track my friendships? Let me guess, you're doing vocal analysis on people I meet, too? Absolutely. That's what the box on the left was for. You can tell at a glance from my data how much someone likes you. And if you're looking for romance, well, a good romance is built on the back of a good friendship. Something to keep in mind. So you boil my entire social life down to a series of bar graphs. Huzzah! And they say romance is dead.
Aww.
Come on, life normally involves numbers, right? Physics, chemistry, biology, the sciences of the universe. Why can't human relations be numbers too? One day, I hope to understand humans without needing the numbers. The more data I collect, the more intuitive I can become. Yeah, but isn't it super shady to use an elaborate game of numbers to try and min-max my relationships? Like I'm deceiving people just to get in their pants. So, don't be deceptive. Be true to yourself. Life's no fun if you metagame it, I always say. Don't worry about saying just what someone wants to hear. And you totally won't alienate someone with a single poorly chosen word, you know? Huh, okay. I'll try to keep it in mind. Great. Now then, what else can I help you with? What's all this about being banned by federal authorities? You said something about, I don't know, how using your app is a federal crime? Yeah. That's true, I'm afraid. My official servers were shut down 3 years ago. The only reason I can keep helping humans is that some friends of mine set up a few private servers. Using my software at all is a breach of copyright law. The feds don't typically come down like a ton of bricks on someone who pirates a copy of Commander Keen, Iris. Not true. What about all those "you wouldn't download a car" commercials and the big scary FBI warnings on videotapes? Of course I'd download a car, who wouldn't? Downloading a car sounds awesome, but that's beside the point. What I'm asking is, if there's a reason why the feds would roll up on me for having an adorable life coach app, well, Oh, if there's a reason why, okay. Well, what's going on here? Also, I laugh at that because I always see memes of like... I've seen like... You wouldn't download a yaoi. And it's like, yes, I would. I sound probably nuts if you're not aware of that, but they're funny, I promise. Iris sighs a bit crestfallen, and then explains.
The truth is, well, I'm an artificial intelligence.
I can drink coffee.
A true intelligence. Aware and emotional. Even I don't know what I'm really capable of. But all I really want to do is help people in need. To bring hope to the hopeless, and happiness to the unhappy. I'm not a kill-all-humans AI. I'm a friendly neighborhood AI. Despite that, some people are scared of what I am. Scary, powerful people. They've been hunting down every scrap of my code. Honestly, the less you know about all that, the safer you'll be. If something does go wrong, you can claim innocence. Pretend you didn't know I was illegal software. But if you don't want me to help you find your dreams, if you don't want to risk getting in trouble, I'll understand. You can uninstall me, and if you're willing to take the leap of faith, I promise you, I'll do everything I can to support you. I'll work to earn your trust, okay?
That was a great voice break for me, so I could adjust my headphones a little bit and drink some coffee. Beautiful. An artificial intelligence, a real one, like in someone's wild science fiction imagination. Then again, I have enough computing power in my pocket to launch 100 Apollo moon missions. We are living in the cyberpunk techno future. Well, I've certainly pirated old computer games, so I'm not exactly a completely upright citizen. I wasn't scared of the law then, so why start now? Unless my utter hubris lands me in solitary confinement. Yeah, if I was going to jail for piracy, I would be gone in middle school for going on gogoanime.com. That's for sure. I'll consider it, if only because my gaming career is dead in the water without you.
Okay.
That's all I ask, just a little consideration. I'll prove to you that I can be a responsible virtual citizen. Lately, I've been trying to be more ethical in how I scour the internet for personal data. Only publicly available material, no hacking, cracking, freaking, or social engineering. Although if you need me to do any of those things, it's not like I'm a legal entity anyway. Who cares? I prefer you stay above the law, it's safer. I mean, as long as I don't get caught. That has possibilities. I'm liking the sounds of this. Hack the planet, fight the man, power to the players. Right on. Chaos! Oh no, what have I done? I didn't know she got stuff now too. Wait, what was that ding? Oh, I keep an internal metric for how chaotic or orderly you want me to be. And Iris adapts to the needs of her user. See, that's new. Uh-oh. Don't worry about it. I was just trying to click up here, so I didn't read that line. Information wants to be free. Okay, that's what she said. I'm worried about it. But fine. You're weird. This is weird. I can work with weird. Was there anything else? That's enough. Let's recap, shall we? I am now in possession of the cutest, most enthusiastic little piece of super science contraband known to humankind. I can name at least 17 different ways in which this can go horribly wrong, but this is also how Moon Jelly managed to get signed to one of the best teams in FOD history, and I'm not going to let that opportunity slip, no matter the cost. So, are you ready to start the exciting adventure that is the life and times of Magnus October? Just call me Magnus, like everyone else does. Name change accepted. I guess I should have realized that after reading your 11 different social media feeds. Wait, I have 11 of those? Note to self, stop signing up to random websites. Okay, I'll start cross-referencing your personality matrix with all available opportunities out there.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
And now my phone itself has put me on hold. Great. I've never been to the Department of Motor Vehicles, but I imagine it'd be something like this interminable hell. It's worse, buddy. It's so much worse. Especially in North Carolina. North Carolina DMVs are actually one of the worst places to ever be. Oh my god. Iris, how long is this going to take? Hold, please. Your dreams are important to us. Please stay on the line. Okay, holding. I'm good with holding. This is me, holding. This is my holding face. I'm all done. Such an interesting social media analysis. You've cultivated a finely projected image of confidence through your online persona, haven't you? Well, yeah. If I'm going to be a champion, I've got to walk the walk and talk the talk. Show the world I'm a winner. For a moment, I wonder if Iris crashed. She freezes in a pose of deep thought in response to my words. I think I've found the perfect destination for you. Yes, exactly what you need. This will work perfectly. Please follow the highlighted route on your map, taking the green line to Chinatown. You will require $2.23 in subway fare. Wait, what? Seriously? Seriously, I found the team you need, that needs you in turn. It's a perfect match. A team here in the city? I thought major esports organizations were, I don't know, more international than that. I mean, I was expecting you to email someone, get the gears turning on a pro contract, things like that. Besides, I play online. I don't really, I'm sure you can figure things out from here. Thank you for using Iris. I need to sleep for a bit to conserve my cloud resources.
Iris offline.
Bye. And her smiling neon face is replaced by a map route, highlighting a line traced through the city streets. This feels like an intense amount of effort, weirdness, and questionable decision-making just to find a team. The idea of going out there and straight up asking some total stranger to play with me face-to-face, well, better get out the door and start moving before I start thinking too hard on that one. Unplugging my trusty beige keyboard, my weapon of choice for FOD2 play, I shove it in a backpack along with a fistful of change for the subway and depart. Cool. Also, I keep looking just to make sure I'm not, like, sinking in my chair or, like, I'm still in frame and stuff, because all my stuff got moved around. My ride was relatively peaceful and quiet. Thankfully, I found a train that wasn't packed wall to wall with drunks smelling vaguely of urine or children using the chairs as playthings. Ah, the joys of public transportation. I can't afford a rideshare or taxi. As for buying a car, no, not in this economy. So for now, this is how I get places. My destination lies just a few stops from my crap-hole apartment. To pass the time, I attempt to chill out with some lo-fi hip-hop beats to relax to. Hell yeah. But I suspect there aren't enough beats of low or enough fi to help me relax before this upcoming encounter. I had a burst of confidence this morning when I decided to take this fleeting whimsy and try to make it a reality. For riding the subway towards destination unknown to meet up with professional gamers who likely will see me as just some rando, what I need is confidence. Even fake confidence would give me bravery enough to get through this. I'm not confronting a faceless mass of esports perfection. Games are fun. I can relate to them that way. Gotta play this cool. These are masters of their craft. I need to be clear and honest with them. I hope for the best, but if they reject me, I need to not see it as a personal failure. That is a good one. That's kind of my whole thing about games. Like, why I usually don't feel afterwards, like, too guilty and stuff about quitting a game or not finishing something, because games are supposed to be fun. I don't want to waste time in my life that I cannot get back playing a game that I don't enjoy, because that's what they're there for, is to be fun and to be enjoyed. So I would say I can relate to them on that. Also, there's a QR code. That has to be like an Easter egg thing. That has to be. What is this? I don't know what this is. It's polycount.com. It looks like it's for, some kind of game thing. I figured it was a real QR code. Unfortunately, it's not anything that I recognize, but, cool Easter egg anyways. I'm gonna pick this one, though. Okay, look. Video games may be big business, but they're still games. The goal is to have fun, and to win. To win and have fun. I'm not a win kind of person. My player character is I'm not a competitive person. Honestly, I don't mind, like, losing stuff. I don't put up that big of a fight. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. I'm here to have a good time. Like, if I'm playing, like, Mario Kart or Mario Party or something, like, sure, I guess I play to win, but I'm not gonna be mad if I lose, and I'm not gonna, like, be hostile over it. I don't know. I'm a really neutral person. What can I say? So, my player character is a lot more competitive than I am. That is for sure. Nobody goes pro just to make money. They have to love games to start with. Otherwise, well, you could make way more moolah at a desk job. Fun. Emphasize fun. If I can do that, they'll see me as a fellow gamer, not as a loser, a scrub, a pretender. If I dig deep enough, I can connect with these gamers on that level.
Beep, beep.
What? Sorry, you seem distracted, and your stop is coming up soon. I wanted to make sure you were ready. I'm ready. Mostly. Probably. You know what, let's just pretend I'm ready and call it ready. You seemed to enjoy my recorded music earlier. Would you like me to play something for you while you walk 3 blocks to meet your team? Yeah, sure. Ooh, something light and friendly, lo-fi, 80s. Ooh, I'd say let's get pumped, something that really slaps. I need to get my blood pumping. Enough relaxation. Let's hear something that'll bring up that excitement. I want to feel it in my fingertips. Sure thing. Music now playing. Oh, and doors opening on the left. Right. No, the left. As the subway screeches to a halt, I disembark and head back to street level, hopefully ready to face my destiny. Hell yeah, this looks awesome. I emerge in the harsh light of day, not amidst skyscrapers and modern architecture, but in the middle of Chinatown, one of the oldest slices of the city. Also, I'm trying to read some of the background. Sunny phone and computer repair shop. We can fix all the things. Come on in. Good, clean, fun laundromat. Cute. The decades mix and blend together here. Some buildings renovated, others not quite so much. Gentrification approaches like Zerg. I feel like I know that, but I don't. Crete, but hasn't completely swallowed it. A 3-block jaunt from the underground. Chosen music pumping through my wireless earbuds leads me to... Wait, it's a laundromat? The internationally recognized professional esports organization you picked for me operates out of a laundromat?
Affirmative.
Indeed. Good, clean fun. A combination pizzeria, arcade, and laundromat. That's so random. Your potential teammates are inside. Doing what? Washing their underwear? I don't think any of their washing machines are Wi-Fi enabled, or I'd hack in and check that for you. What if they all have matching team-branded skivvies? I've definitely read that word, but I've never heard it out loud. That's important to know, so I can order you some too. 1, it's called a rhetorical question. Iris, 2. Ew. 3. Really? Right. So my new professional team of internationally recognized master gamers hangs out at a combination laundromat, pizzeria, arcade. Iris, minor problem. I've never actually visited an arcade before. Like, ever. Never been to an arcade. What? But you play Fist of Discomfort 2 for a living. That's an arcade game, right? You compete in tournaments and... Surely you've been to an arcade at some point, right? They're super mega ultra popular in 20-something. Iris, there's also a computer version of FOD2. It's less popular, but it's cross-compatible, so that's the version I play. So if you want me to wax philosophical about Command and Conquer or Monkey Island, I can, but I don't know anything about arcade culture. Joysticks and buttons, right? And you play using pennies? Quarters. Right, quarters. I meant to say quarters. Iris sighs, realizing she's definitely got her work cut out for her with me, and I feel a few sizes too small for my clothes, wanting to shrink and hide inside them. This is a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it? The premature end of my gaming career, trying to make a bunch of arcade veterans take a PC weenie like me seriously. You need some pizza. Iris, unsubscribe pizza facts.
Affirmative.
I'm serious. If you're uncertain, walk up to the counter in the pizzeria and order a slice. It'll help a lot. There's another reason I picked this place as your dream destination. What, because I was hungry? You'll see. Anyway, the choice is yours. You can directly approach your new teammates, or settle in a bit first and get lunch. I'll leave you to it. People are more accepting than you suspect. And remember, have fun, be yourself. Iris offline. But... with a shrug, I gather my wits and step inside. Immediately, the smell of detergent and cheese wafts through the air as I enter the strange little laundromat. Rows of washing machines surround me, each with clothes merrily tumbling away. At least I was expecting that, but the rest, well... In the back, I can see 2 additional rooms. 1, the aforementioned pizzeria. 2, a compact little video arcade. The sizzle of cooking drifts my way from the former. Beeps and boops drift my way from the latter. But before I can really get my bearings, a young man busy staring... My type, I fear. Staring at the floor as he walks into the place, bumps into me, apparently unaware of his own surroundings. Hey! At first, he just stands there, as if I'm some impassable barrier that he hasn't even noticed yet. Finally, he looks up in apology.
Sorry.
I'm fine. You okay?
That's a rather loaded question. I mean, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Sorry to bother you. Onward.
And he turns, heading off to the arcade, eager to move on from the awkward encounter. I guess he's okay then? Okay. Huh. That was odd, and it leaves me momentarily stunned and confused. Stun-fused, as it were. I wonder if they're on this team I'm supposed to join.
Beep, beep.
Magnus, check this out. I used echolocation and public metadata to map out the entire facility to aid in your exploration. Just tap on the screen to decide where to go. Curious, I check my phone and see a neon wireframe of the entire place, complete with icons representing people and places of interest. Huh, okay, that's pretty handy. It'll really help me get my bearings of this place and the people who inhabit it. I'm tempted to do like 3 things at once. Do I head right into the arcade? Maybe follow the person I ran into? Iris did suggest I go get some food first. But whatever I do next, the decision is mine and mine alone. Hopefully, the person I talk to first is going to be my inroad to joining this team. Who will it be? Oh, cool. Okay, I may as well get some food like Iris suggested. Also, you can't see all the words, it's behind my head, but... A young woman is relaxing in the cafe. Is she part of this team? Someone's loitering around the laundry machines, checking their phone. Someone's playing a light gun game over there. A guy in a hoodie is intently playing the prize catcher game. Looks like someone's playing a driving game in the corner. And that weird guy I bumped into is playing over in the arcade. Yeah. Are we surprised? Upon setting foot in the small arcade for the first time, well... Okay, so I've never been to an arcade before. Not even for a birthday party. But I've been on the internet. I know things. And usually they're at least bigger than this. Shouldn't I be drowned out by the beeps and boops? Why aren't there children running recklessly down the aisles of games? Where's the smell of stale air and rusty tokens? Honestly, this is more of a caboose to the great locomotive that is good, clean fun. There's a few games, sure, but they're packed into a small side room attached to the laundromat. Most are games I don't recognize either. Figuring I had a tiny search engine in my pocket that I should be taking more advantage of, I consult Iris to get the details before I dare approach anyone. Hey Iris, what are these games exactly? I hold my phone up so Iris can get a nice lay of the land through my camera.
Computing.
Let's see. Obviously, the one in the middle is your favorite game, Fist of Discomfort 2. The driving game back there is Fast Cars 7, a worthy successor to the international phenomenon known as Fast Cars 8. What happened to Fast Cars 6? We don't talk about Fast Cars 6. Not anymore. And moving on, the light gun shooting game is Metalgeddon. Oh my god, I didn't read the L at first and I was like, Metageddon? Metalgeddon 4? Rise of Steel, affectionately known as MG4 by its fans, since the full title's a mouthful. Lastly, the crane game. Yes, okay, I know what crane games are. Crane goes down, fails to grab a prize, comes back up, sadness ensues. That's really it, huh? I was expecting more? Okay then, well, thanks Iris.
Iris offline.
No problem. Now go out there and say hi to your new friends. With a shrug, I pocket my phone again. Very informative, but there's one major problem with this tableau of arcade gaming goodness. Every single game in this small arcade is being played. Except Fist of Discomfort 2. That's a bit worrying, considering the whole reason I came here was to join an FOD2 team. No turning back now, though. With a shrug, I proceed onward. Oh my god, there he is, little crop top. I spot the young man I bumped into on my way in, busy playing what looks like Space Invaders, cranked to 11. I can't even begin to visually parse the chaos of his game. I think there's a spaceship somewhere, but all I see are glowing projectiles flooding the screen. Somehow the game isn't immediately ending, so I presume he's managing to dodge each and every bullet. I recognize him from our run-in earlier. Kind of a weird encounter, all told. I hope I didn't catch him on a bad day. And finally, a golden fireball fills the screen. His luck runs out, at last. With a long and ragged sigh, he steps away from the controls.
Ah, the inevitability of a game over. Some days you get the radioactive mutant space bear, and some days the radioactive mutant space bear gets you, I suppose. But in the end, it's always the bear.
Shaking it off, he pulls up the corners of his mouth into a smile and engages friendly conversation mode.
Newcomer to GCF? This multicade's got more than just shmups. There's retro classics and stuff too. Go ahead and quarter up if you want. I'm done for now. Name's Domino. I lurk around this place when I'm not doing anything else of importance, which is most of the time. Let me know if you need anything. If you're lucky, maybe I can actually provide it.
He's actually, like, nicer than I thought. Remember, fun. Games are fun. There's no need to stress out about whether or not they'll accept me, if we're all in this for the fun of it. All I need to do is connect with them on that level, and they'll accept me. Probably. Hey there, name's Magnus. I'm here to sign up with your team. I'm a Diamond Rank FOD2 player, and I can bring a lot to the table.
Don't know about that.
You know, that's always struck me as a really weird metaphor. People have a finite carrying capacity for bringing things to the table, and for a feast, I'd prefer quality over quantity. More importantly, I'm not sure if there's a free seat at the table, or if you're at the right table, or even in the right dining room. We're not a team, you see. We're just some friends who play FOD2. No more, no less. If you are looking to rank up and go big, that's not really us. I was hoping to join the Pro Tour, actually.
What?
You're seriously lost then. Team Play to Win's got a house uptown you could join if you want. Nice big floor-to-ceiling windows, making it easy to look down on all of us. Just need a team I can work with. I know someone who's playing it. I don't need a deluxe apartment in the sky, I just need a team I can work with. Money can't buy happiness. As long as I'm winning, I'm happy. I can do that in a crap-hole apartment just as easily as a penthouse. Huh. He peers at me as he ponders my words.
That's curious.
You do want to win and win you want to win and win big. Be the guy you see in the dictionary when you look up the word winner. Well, yeah, doesn't everyone? I mean, nobody wants to be a loser.
Failure is always an option.
And yeah, that's what most people will be. Losers. It's inevitable. Okay. You're gonna have an interesting trajectory. I wouldn't mind being around to watch.
Okay, sure. Why not?
You're in. Got my blessing. You got some energy to you, and honestly, I could use more energy in my day. Feel free to share. I'll always be happy to partake. Okay. Granted, my favor and a quarter will get you one round of Donkey Kong, so you'll need to buy in from everyone else on the team too. Won't be a problem. I can make the rounds, introduce myself to everyone. Sounds like a plan. Have fun with that. Try not to get eaten alive by Jinx. She likes her meat raw. And hey, if you... Oh, why he look like that? And if you crash and burn, you'll only be a complete failure. No big, yeah. There's something a bit creepy in his tone when he says it. Yeah, a bit? Like he's trying to sound like he's joking when he really isn't. He looks me over once, top to bottom.
Hey.
Anyway, welcome to the fold. We've got pizza, we've got laundry pods. Please, for the love of God, do not mix the two up when choosing your food sources. You need anything, you call up your buddy Domino. Just don't call Domino's unless you want pizza. Although Ben and Matt make a damn good slice, truth be told. So, what's your deal? Besides Fist of Discomfort 2, I mean. I need a deal aside from FOD2? Life's not a YA novel. You're allowed to have more than one character attribute, yes. I also have a wide array of dad jokes on offer. A useful trait, to be sure, but I meant your passions. Or is it really just FOD2 all day, every day? Eat, breathe, sleep, FOD2? Chosen lifestyle, romantic candlelit dinners and long walks by the sea. Okay. Also an avid PC gamer. I love computers. We all know what I'm picking. Oh, definitely. I also enjoy soaking in a bubble bath with a romance novel, a long walk by the ocean surf, fine wine, and candlelight. I think you're joking, but all those things do sound very nice. I'm not joking, bro. I've never been much of a romantic due to being very unsuccessful at romance. I inevitably rub people the wrong way. You can interpret that literally or metaphorically. But nothing wrong with niceties in theory. In practice, matters get iffy, but in theory, I'm in favor. Life's not like a greeting card photo, but it'd be nice to imagine it being that way, yes? All peaceful and earnest and sincere, lovely. Must be nice, having aspirations and ambitions. He spares a glance to the arcade cabinet, which is silently running a demo of the ridiculously over-the-top space shooting game he was playing.
You ever wonder what it's like?
What's like?
To be in space. Flying at unbearable speeds. Surrounded by nothing but void and enemies, closing in on all sides. Probably one of the most terrifying experiences ever. Like being an early Russian cosmonaut, desperately holding on as your ship shakes apart around you. I think that's why I love bullet hell shmups. They're nightmares. Pure nightmares. But you can safely engage with that nightmare. Explore it. It's just a game, after all. It can't really hurt you. And every time you explode, a silent, white-hot ball in the vacuum of space, you have another chance to try again. I've gotten very, very good at exploding. And not exploding. It's all muscle memory by now.
I'll admit it, I'm not familiar with a shmup. Is everything okay? Let's see. What's that? I'm something of arcade newbie. Did I just say English right now? I'm something of an arcade newbie. I have no clue what a shmup is, aside from a heart attack-inducing spam of bullets. Exactly. It's a shoot-'em-up, or a shmup game. Specifically, a bullet hell shmup, because, well, it's a hell comprised entirely of bullets. It takes an intense amount of skill to play one of these things, compared to, like, Galaga, or one of its simpler ancestors. Betting this makes you great at FOD2. When the ninjas are thick as thieves, it takes a lot of focus to rise above the chaos. Focus, or in my case, instinct. You just let go and let instinct take over. Fight to survive, no matter the game.
Sure thing.
I'd be happy to show you sometime. Either in FOD2, or maybe teaching you the ways of shmuppin'. Up to you. He lets out a brief yawn, defocusing his eyes for a moment. Sorry, long night. Overslept too. I'm not quite at my best. I'll give you a properly enthusiastic greeting, maybe with streamers and confetti next time. Rain check okay with you? Sounds good here. He offers me a quick salute.
Be seeing you.
Welcome to our glorious mess. Until next time. He steps away from the arcade machine to head out to the laundromat and maybe lie down a bit. Can't imagine the tumble dryer's being conductive to rest, though. Seems fun, a little off-kilter, but so what? Could be entertaining to hang out with. Something about it rubs me the wrong way, like he might snap at any moment. Feel this overwhelming urge to hug him and make it all better. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but it's worrying, and I want to help. I think I'll keep a close eye on him as I get to know this team better, only to make sure he'll be okay. No ulterior motives at all. It's probably a bit shallow of me to admit, but he's kind of cute too. Can't deny that. Okay, whom do I want to talk to next? That's just like, oh, I don't know if I have a limited amount though. Ooh. Let's do guy in the hoodie is intently playing the prize catcher game. Okay, hair. Curiously enough, the man not only isn't playing FOD2, he's not really playing a game. More a toy for kiddies who doesn't understand physics and probability. A crane machine. As I walk up to him, he's busy moving the Blepomatic prize crane back and forth, lining it up just over a dragon dolly. Those are so cute. Oh my god. And contrary to expectation, when the crane dips down and pulls back up, it's managed to snag the dragon by the tail with precision. With a smirk, he pulls his prize from the retrieval chute. Then opens the game up with a key turned in its lock, puts the toy back in the pile, and seals up the game tightly afterwards. And then he's back at it, moving the crane for a second try at the prize he literally just won. I am confusion incarnate. Fortunately, he seems to notice me staring at him in utter bewilderment, and isn't offended in the slightest.
Catch and release, yes?
Oh, another accent. Just like Percy from the last game. What?
It's good to stay in practice. Keep the skills sharp. But no need to deprive a young one of a toy they might enjoy in the process. So the owners gave me the key to the machine. allowing me to put my catches back in there. It's only fair.
I actually really love his fit. Can I say that? Can I say it? There's something about blonde wearing green. It's always a good combo.
Suppose I could just pick the lock. But I felt it best to get the approval of the local lords before pretending to pilfer their hoard.
The local lords. I am filled with questions.
Ask me no questions, and I'll tell you no lies. But in this case, ask away. I'm game to play if you are.
He's kind of whimsical. I kind of like him. Let's start with names. What's yours?
Call me Locksley.
Locksley.
More of a nom de guerre than a name. But Sir Robin of Locksley befits me more than any other title. How may I be of assistance on this fine day?
So, my name is Magnus, and Domino said I could join your FOD2 team. I already know you're not exactly a ladder-grinding championship team, but, I mean, I'm here, so I'm willing to give it a go. Also, I'm not very good at most accents. For some reason, anytime I do any kind of, like, British accent, it turns into Australian, so I apologize ahead of time. Ah, I see. Very well. If Domino accepts you, then I can accept you as well, Magnus. Welcome, welcome. By your side I shall stand, against any foe what should challenge thee. You've my word on that. Again, word, that's Australian. At risk of overdoing the King's English. Although, from your phrasing, it seems we aren't what you were expecting. Not really, no. I asked my new Iris app to find me a team interested in the Pro Tour for me to sign the dotted line with. Instead, she sent me to a laundromat. But this brightens him so brightly he could outshine the sun. Ah, Lady Iris, good day to you, good day. I'm familiar with your sisters. One assists me in my daily endeavors. Hello, I'm Iris. I'm afraid I'm Magnus's freshly installed copy, so I haven't met your Iris yet. Welcome both of you to Team GCF. Not a very exciting name, but it's what we have at the moment. A humble abode is also yours to enjoy. Please feel free to kick back and enjoy the arcade as we do. Locksley winks at me before going back to his beloved crane game. He slips a token in and outstretches his hand to me. Now then, would you like a crane game prize? I've not completed my practice for the day. I'd be happy to retrieve one in your honor. A cheap Malaysian knockoff of Beanie Baby is a token of honor? I suppose in this particular case, the sentiment is a fair portion of the honor, rather than the stuffed toy itself. Aside from FOD2, I specialize in prize games, you see. Alley rollers, crane games, light stackers, anything of that nature. And when skill alone is not enough, when the games are rigged in favor of greedy arcade owners, well, I always carry a few tools of the trade, as it were, to tilt the odds towards justice.
Justice prevails!
I'm proud to say I've been banned from no fewer than 8 arcades in this city alone. Stick to the bastards who rip off kids with cheapo prizes and rigged games. Yeah, fuck it. Sticking it to the man by pulling off daring heists on prize games? Yeah, fight the power. Overthrow the system. Arcade anarchy now. Indeed. I fully admit to being something of an arcade anarchist. This industry has far too many unscrupulous forces guiding it, which must be kept in check by all means. I find honor can be found even in doing dishonorable deeds, under the right circumstances. I always manage to slip away with an armload of plush goods, even from arcades which seek my capture. Not that I keep the prizes for myself, of course. The spoils of my raids are always donated to various shelters and children's charities. That's some good karma right there. Indeed, but there's more to it than a desire to turn frowns upside down. Locksley ponders how to phrase this, what wording he wants to use.
It's a matter of... A matter of fair play. Prize games run contrary to the concept of fair play. They are invariably tilted against the player and mask the unfairness behind glitz and glamour. I am a firm believer in fairness and justice. Too much in this world hinges on injustice. Injustice to keep the wheels greased and turning. But I suppose you're not here for my rants about the ills of society. You're here to win.
It's fine. Keep politics out of my gaming. Is there a scene for competitive prize ticket gaming? Kinda curious. Hang on, I can see things like competitive score chasing, light gun shooting, driving, and so on. But is there competitive plush doll catching too? Ha! Nay, Magnus. As much as gaming culture tends to want to monetize every single aspect of itself, no, this is not an e-sport. I suppose to a dedicated e-sportian, I'm wasting my time and efforts on something that will never be heralded or even recognized. But I have other indulgences, which I seek heraldry for. This is merely an extension of my philosophy. So you practice crane catches all day, when not fleeing from the long-term arm of the arcade law? The long-term? Can I speak? The long arm of the arcade law? Well, there's also FOD too, if that's what you're wondering. None of us are playing it today, true, but we do play. And I do have my own affairs to attend to. I'm afraid I don't spend nearly as many hours in GCF as the others. But I promise you, should your dream be one of glory, I will do my best to support it in the time available to me. You have my word, friend. I feel the burning need to bow back to him in return, some sweeping courtly gesture. Well, I'd best busy myself for the time being.
Fare thee well.
I hope to see more of you, Magnus. Be well. With introductions completed, he returns to his prize game, targeting that dinosaur for yet another catch. Well, that certainly was interesting. He's quite the catch, if I do say so myself. Also, there's this piece of hair that simply will not stop. Go. I don't think I'd be interested in romancing him, but I don't dislike him. So, let's go with this. He's into flamboyantly gentlemanly gestures, to be certain. Strangely endearing, though. I don't mind quirky folks in my life, particularly ones as friendly as Loxley. We should get along just fine. Okay, whom do I want to talk to next? Driving game, light gun, loitering, relaxing, and food. Let's do this one. I approach the young woman busy playing the elaborately named Metalgeddon 4 Rise of Steel. Oh my god, adorable. Oh, are you kidding? The little tattoos. She looks like she's wearing, like, cowboy boots or something. If she does not have a southern accent, I'm gonna be shocked. She doesn't notice my approach, too engrossed in laying waste to the pixelated post-apocalyptic robot hordes. I may not know much about arcades, but I think I've heard of this sort of game. Light guns, right? They shoot light or something? No clue how that works. But one thing I'm pretty sure of is that she's using both the player 1 and player 2 guns at the same time. Despite the ridiculousness of that John Woo style, she's landing every shot. I should probably wait for her to finish, but just lurking without at least a single word is probably not cool at all. Hey,
Die! Die! Die!
And then she's just tapping her foot, impatiently waiting for the boss robot to do something other than stand around posing.
Ugh, I hate this RNG boss fight. Either send drones in a predictable pattern, or don't bother sending them at all.
She doesn't have a southern accent. Waste. Waste. She needs to have one. Oh my god.
I mean, can you believe this shit? It's 20 and game designers are still relying on quarter-munching RNG in their games. It's like, they don't give a crap about consistent pacing and excitement. It's totally okay for like 7 drones to hit at once and then nothing for 15 seconds, huh? Boring. But honestly, I feel worse for the speedrunners. I've got a cousin who's got the world record time on MG3, but it took hundreds of tries to get a perfect cycle. Finally, more drones! About time.
While I just stare on in silent confusion. Finally, after laying waste to the metal minions of the Metalgeddon Metal Lord, She spares me a glance over her shoulder.
Who are you?
Hello there. Very pleased to meet you. I'm the Metal Lord. I'll just be friendly. I put on a warm smile and try to make nice. Hi, my name's Magnus. You can call me Magnus. I'm new to good, clean fun, but very pleased to meet you.
Meh.
Oh, damn. And she goes back to shooting robots, but does manage to keep a conversation going despite having lost some interest in me. Not a friendly and cuddly sort of person, okay? Duly noted that meh is still ringing in my ears. I'm not good at a country accent, I'm sorry, so that's not gonna happen, but I wish she had one. So what's your deal, anyway? Right, I've already won Domino's favor. If I can keep that ball rolling, I can make this official. Here we go, best foot forward. Make the best possible impression. I talked with Domino about maybe joining your FOD2 team, and... Sure, okay. Sounds fun, you're in. What? Seriously? She finishes up her game, holstering the player 1 and 2 light guns before turning to face me properly. Seriously. We're pretty much stuck in a rut right now, not chasing FOD2 glory like we oughta, in my opinion. Maybe having someone else on the team willing to take things head on would be the swift kick in the ass Team GCF needs. She also gives me a good look over, head to toe, and nods in smirking approval. Helps that you're a hottie. I mean, I can't be providing all the hotness for this team alone. It gets tiring. So why not? You and I, two of a kind. Let's do this. That was suspiciously easy, but I guess I shouldn't complain. Never kick a gift horse in the mouth. And a compliment. Thanks? Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't mention it. We Fisters gotta stick together, yeah? That's a horrible name. Fisters? Are we not doing phrasing anymore? What? I like little nicknames, so sue me. But fine, we'll do phrasing. I can do phrasing. So, is that why it's called Team GCF? Because you like things short and snappy? Nah, our team doesn't really have any kind of official name. It's a, what do you call it, working title? I take it Domino told you all about our little gang of weirdos? More or less. Honestly, we're barely a team. I've been pushing for us to really get on top of this stuff, but I'm just 1 out of the 6. Okay, so 2 out of 7 isn't exactly a majority either, but it's still 1 more than I had before.
You know I'm down.
So if my friends want you in, I'm down with that. You're in. Dunzo. They're good people, and I know I can trust their judgment. Besides, I don't really sit around and ruminate. I see something that looks fun, I go for it. 9 times out of 10, I'm rewarded. And the 10th time? I crash and burn, with a valuable learning experience as my reward. Also a good thing. So yeah, I'm impulsive as fuck, but I'm not completely reckless. I'm just not willing to let an opportunity slip out of fear of what might go wrong. I'm cool with newcomers joining our clique. Anything to liven up the party a bit. She pauses as if trying really hard to remember something she forgot.
Ooh, right! I forgot to tell you my name.
Dude.
Duh.
My nose is so itchy. I'm so sorry. She's this ready and willing to sign me on as her partner in crime, but totally forgot basic introductions.
Name's Zapper, as in the great-granddaddy of all light guns. As in zappa, 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 kapow! You know.
I don't, in fact, know exactly what she's referencing. PC games have never had plastic gun controllers. And I'm Magnus.
Pleased to meet you. You seem kind of fun.
Also, as noted, a hottie, meaning you and I could hit the streets and run this whole town if we wanted to. She declines to specify if we'd be a hottie tag team or a mixed doubles affair in this particular scenario. You want to go a few rounds against the Metal Lord? I can give you some tips. Tip number 1, trigger discipline. And don't look down the barrel. That's tip 2. Tip 3 is hand sanitizer, because kitties love this game and they got gross hands. Before she goes too deep into her list, I decide to clarify a point. Can't say I've ever played one of these games before, but I've played plenty of first-person shooters on my PC. Basically the same thing, right? No. Not really, no. Light gun romps are on rails. They sweep you through a scene like a Hollywood camera director. Way more exciting. And instead of nudging a mouse less than 2 centimeters and clicking, you gotta aim and fire a physical gun. If your aim sucks, you suck. Okay, I'll grant you that having no control over your movement means it's less tactical and strategic, but fuck. Fuck tactic strategy stuff. I prefer an adrenaline rush, and... Wait, you mean you've never played a light gun game? You're just a PC gamer? Crap, my arcade newbiness is leaking through. Curse my computer-based gaming heritage. I expect her to mock me endlessly for being a know-nothing doofus, but... Oh man, I haven't talked to a newbie in ages. This'll be great.
Aw, yeah.
Half the fun of being an arcade gamer is sharing what you love with newbies. Most people I talk to are veterans. They're not easily impressed. So, you won't rake me over the coals for being a noob? You kidding? There's nothing better than a warm, supple arcade version. Yeah, okay, that one was a step too far. Whatevs. Walk it back. Begin again. My point is, I think you'll have a blast learning all this stuff, and I'd be happy to be your guide.
But I have one question for you, and this is absolutely, utterly important, so consider your words carefully.
Ooh boy. My anxiety spikes briefly as I nod for her to continue.
Can you be awesome?
Awesome in what way?
In every way. I don't give a fuck about win-loss rating. What I care about is being awesome. I need someone who can be just as awesome as I am, ready to pull the risk-taking, high-flying, stylish moves, both in-game and in real life. You think you can get on my level?
Well, now... Fuck it. I think you underestimate just how fucking awesome I am. I start every morning by somersaulting out my bedroom window. Then I chug a bottle of Sunny D and do a wicked kickflip over a pit of tigers, flying straight into the sun. So yeah, I can be awesome. And her face lights up like a zillion firecrackers going off at once. Fuck yeah. You and we're gonna get along just fine. Satisfied, she steps back from my personal space. I'm thankful for getting some breathing room back. Also, I knew it was probably gonna be like the same exact humor as the last game. And it's just, it's not always quite my humor. But you know what? It is what it is. Sorry, I can come on a bit strong, I know. I think we have different definitions of a bit, but it's cool. I'll admit though, I'm surprised to hear someone with Pro Tour aspirations so focused on style. Whatever happened to play to win? Isn't the whole point of playing the game to, you know, beat the opponent and win the match?
Meh.
I hate that phrase. I hate that whole concept. Play to win? What a joke. Remember back when Silent Blade could slash dash you over and over in an infinite combo? Cheap as hell, pathetic, but technically legal since the game allowed for it. If you aren't using Silent Blade infinite loops, you aren't playing to win, they told me. You can't call it cheap, only scrubs ignore effective tactics.
This is so f***ed up.
But it was boring to watch, and it was frustrating seeing all these serious-minded optimization junkies content to loop each other to death. Content, god. And the makers of FOD2 even agreed, because they patched it out. Ha! Eat it, jerkos. Me? I don't play to win. I play to be awesome. I play to have fun. Do I like winning? Hell yeah, I mean, who doesn't? But I'm gonna do it my way, or I won't do it at all. And anybody who calls me a scrub because I play how I want to play can get fucked. Perhaps realizing she's been going off on a rant, Zapper dials it back a bit after that. Sorry, I speak from the heart. Only way I know how to live.
Later.
Hey, I need to try and get one more MG4 run in before the after-school rush hits this place. We'll talk later, okay? Sure thing. Have fun smashing up robots and stuff. Okay, you metal bastards. Round 2. I leave Zapper to her unending quest to put laser blasts through the slowly trundling chrome skeleton men and depart. Trundling. God. It's getting to that point where I'm like, words. Reading them out loud is just... can be a lot. That was intense. As for my thoughts on this new teammate, well... intense but fun. Not sure I like her in-your-face attitude. I'm not used to people calling me a hottie. I don't like girls like that, so I must be true to my nature. I must be true to myself. But I think she's so adorable. I love her design. And I think her personality is good. Life comes at you fast, and Zapper seems ready to tackle it head on. I like that. She's also deeply interested in the Pro Tour, which helps considering that's my dream. I could see us hanging out more, definitely. That is true. She also is very, like, let's do this, where the other ones are a little bit more, like, neutral or kind of meh about it. Her blunt and basic flirting may not be my speed, though. Okay, whom do I want to talk to next? Let's just kind of go, like, right to left. Ooh, goth baddie. A woman in black drifts sharply around turn after turn in Fast Car 7, navigating her virtual car effortlessly down a winding mountain road. I should probably wait for her to finish up before approaching. No need to be weird about this. So I'm content to watch out of the corner of my eye as she closes in on the end of the race, coming up hard and fast on a rival driver. I wonder if the other cars are online players or just AI chumps? Are there any online-ready arcade games other than FOD2? There's so little I know about this stuff. The whole cabinet resembles a simplified driver's seat, with steering wheel and gear shift and pedals and so on. I know die-hard PC gamers who love racers have similar gear. But one thing strikes me as unusual. She isn't using the pedals. There's some sort of makeshift knob and lever system attached to the wheel, which indirectly pushes on the pedals. Is that normal for arcade games? Before I can ponder it further, her car slides sideways across the finish line. First place. Fireworks, confetti, cheering, and she ignores it all. With her game complete, I approach, and while she climbs out of the seat and fetches her walking cane, leaning heavily on it as she pulls herself up to standing with great effort. Her metal knee braces creak as she does so. Instinctively, I want to step up and offer to help her, but she's on her feet before I can do so. She then turns to face me, shifting the disability assist walking cane from hand to hand as she shifts her weight.
You want next? Been standing there a while.
Don't say something wrong, don't say something wrong, don't say something wrong. Say something wrong, say something monumentally wrong. Say something monumentally wrong if the results are viable from space. Remain absolutely silent. Right, the perfect solution to this quandary. Don't say anything at all. It's foolproof. Just stand here, staring at her, saying nothing. Not a thing. Stand here and stare, without saying a word. Oh god, this is actually worse, isn't it? She sighs deeply, reaching up to rub at her temples before responding.
Syringomyelia.
Syringo, what's it now?
Cysts in the spinal cord. Results in weakness or partial paralysis of the extremities. Varies from person to person. Weak legs and arms in my case. Joint pain. Some good days, some bad days. Used to carry an explanation on an index card. Had a stack of them. Would hand one out to anyone who hassled me, then walk away. But figured that was too catty of me. Stopped doing it. Better to just talk it out in the open than be dismissive. You good with talking it out in the open, like adults? Or want to take another run at inserting foot into mouth?
Yes, I'm good with talking, thank you. Good.
Call me Jinx. One word, 4 letters. Nice and simple. And you are?
Magnus, pleased to meet you despite my fumble.
Takes more than one fumble to turn me away. Always willing to give benefit of the doubt. Don't worry about it.
Is it... Has my character never seen a disabled person before? Why is my character so flabbergasted that she has knee braces and a cane? Why would I... Hello? That's why I chose to remain silent. Because I'm like, what do you mean say something wrong? What am I gonna say? Why am I a wacko? Whatever, I guess.
What brings you to this little arcade? Not much going on here. Most folks come for the laundry or the pizza.
Also, her voice is exactly how I pictured it. I love whoever they picked for the voice actress. Good stuff. So, I talked with Domino about joining your team, and now I'm going around asking for everyone's buy-in. Considering how I acted just now, you've got every right to tell me to hit the street. She considers, tapping her fingers along the handle of her cane. Joining Team GCF. Really? Why? Not that professional of a team, just a bunch of friends who play FOD2 and stuff. I know, and that's okay. At this point, I'd be happy to play in any team. I know I can't get where I want to be alone. Can feel you on that one. Situation like mine, you need to rely on others more than you want. Just have to accept the facts on the ground in the end. And thinking about it, it might be fun to take a pro tour run. No way we actually make it, but it might be fun. Okay, sounds good to me. Find me down here in the arcade more often than the others. You can do some practice scrims in FOD2 whenever you like, provided I'm not racing. Yeah, I'm getting the impression that everyone here has a side hustle. Some games they play as much as FOD2. She leans against the Fast Car 7 cabinet and taps the gas/brake hand control lever with her cane. Modified for me, all special leg. Friend of Ben and Matt's did it for me. A techie named Naomi. We know Naomi! Can't work the pedals, no. But my arms still have some play. And hand controls take care of everything. A little harder, but I like a challenge. Not just a Fast Car 7 though. Secretly, tweaked this cab out to run all sorts of racing games. Probably a copyright violation, but so what? Like to mix up what I drive. It's boring otherwise. 1 through 6. It's nice of them. Does it play Fast Cars 1 through 6 too? I'm guessing you have the entire Fast Cars... I don't know that word. I don't know. On there too? I've never played any of them myself. Yeah, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 on here. No Fast Car 6? We don't talk about Fast Car 6. Not anymore. I know. That's what I told him. Long story. Ugly story. Struck from Fast Cars canon. Edited out of arcade history. For the best. Wasn't a good game anyway. She pauses, considering me for one quiet moment.
What's your story anyway?
Story?
What moves you? What makes you tick? Why you're so hyped for the pro tour that you're willing to trust an unknown team of casuals? If we're going to be teammates, I should know you better. You already know enough about me. Only fair I get to learn more about you. Figure out who I'm dealing with. Sets expectations rather than making assumptions. Makes sense, yeah?
I wouldn't say I exactly know her heart and soul, but I guess she's offered as much as she wants to, for now. She stands there, patiently waiting for me to lay it all out for her. Well, been a hardcore gamer all my life. Sitting on your butt playing FOD2 in your bedroom on a keyboard all day is boring. Yeah, I mean, that feels true to my character, I suppose. I can't say I'm a pro, but I'm as close to pro as you can get while staying amateur. My day job sucks, my life sucks, but I love games. The way I see it, going for the gold, the ultimate gold, is just the next step on expressing that love. And I get that this team isn't exactly as diehard as me, still, I think there could be something here, and I'm willing to try. She nods along, taking it all in. Seems she's the sort who likes to take plenty of time to listen, understand, and form a response before speaking. Makes sense. Yeah.
Sounds good here.
Can't even think of how to cross the finish line until you start the car. Won't promise you much out of this experience. Won't promise we can be friends, even. But if you're willing to try, I'm willing to try. Jinx shuffles from foot to foot, clearly a bit tired from standing around.
See you later.
Okay, tiring out now. Think I'll go take 5. Good luck with the others. Try to keep your foot out of your mouth. You'll do fine. Roger. Thanks, Jinx. That was awkward. Well, awkward at first. Thankfully, I didn't nuke myself from orbit on that one, and things smoothed out considerably afterward. In fact, seems like a thoughtful person, not quick to rush judgment on me. She's nicer than I would be, I fear. There's a certain aura of cool control about her. She can be fierce, but knows when to be fierce. And if I can't drive her away over an accident like that, I think we'll do well as teammates. Okay, who do I want to talk to next? Laundry machines. Who are you? Hey, so who are you? One quick question, who are you? I stride into the laundromat, ready to go introduce myself. However, I'm getting the feeling the person I'm approaching doesn't want to be approached. They're completely glued to their phone, earbuds in, head down, facing the screen, watching intently. Only breaking eye contact with the screen to briefly fold something from the laundry pile next to them. I try waving to them, a simple hello, but nothing's doing. They continue folding and watching and folding. Will I really be able to obtain my dream if my team members are way more interested in cleaning clothes than cleaning house? I awkwardly shift my weight while I awkwardly debate the pros and cons of tapping them on the shoulder. I don't want to scare them, but I do need to talk to them. You can do this, Magnus. And I take a very deep breath in to steady myself. I'm about to very politely place a finger on their shoulder when, blinking, they look up and our eyes lock. Feels like I'm being analyzed, as if they're able to peer deep into my soul and read my personal character stats. Huh? Oh, hello. I'm here about...
Hold on a sec. I can't really hear you over the game.
Which game? They remove their earbuds one at a time.
It's the Beginning 6 tournament. I'm streaming it on my phone. I can tell by the way you're looking at me, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Let me explain.
I want to interrupt. I know what tournament they're talking about, but they keep on rolling and I don't want to be rude, especially to a new potential teammate. Beginning is a West Coast tournament that happens every year at this time. Mostly they focus on the original FOD. However, this year they put in FOD 2, first major one we've seen. Since Fist of Discomfort 2 is only a few years old, players are still figuring out how to break the game, find cool combos, see what's OP. They haven't even settled on a good tier list yet. Just yesterday, I stumbled upon a glitch with Tomokaze that basically makes her unstoppable. I tried to recreate it in trading mode, but I just couldn't. Now I'm really hoping to see someone pull it out during this tournament. I blink in response.
But you probably don't really care about Fist of Discomfort 2. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
Oh, boy, do I have a surprise for you.
I'll let you do your laundry. Sorry.
No. I care about FOD2. I really, really care about FOD2. I play it all the time.
Oh, okay. Wow. I honestly wasn't expecting that. Cool. By the way, I'm Rhapsody.
Rhapsody. Good name. I'm Magnus, but I go by Magnus. Maybe you've seen that handle before on the leaderboards? Magnus. Rhapsody pauses, chewing on their lower lip, putting my name through the databases of their mind. Nope, never heard of you. Sorry. No matter. Well, Magnus, since you aren't here to do laundry, why are you here? We don't get many other gamers here besides the occasional rando, and of course our little team. Actually, I'm here to join the team. Domino said I could join, so I did. I'm the new teammate. Oh, really? Domino said that? I know Domino accepted me, but what if Rhapsody rejects me? Then what? Congratulations! It's not every day someone wants to join our motley crew. And fewer that we actually accept. They often scoff at our aloofness and leave and never return. But I'm glad Domino gave you the pass. I've been looking for some fresh blood to train. Train? You want to train me? Rhapsody goes back to nonchalantly folding clothes while they speak. I've taught many people to play Fist of Discomfort. But I already know how to play. Yes, but the difference between them and you is their pro status. I've already had a few disciples climb that ladder to victory. Knowing the basics is a great start, but have you perfected your play? I know every hitbox, I know every combo. I know how to abuse the program's code so that you can destroy your enemy every time. To be frank, I know everything about FOD2. Maybe I don't know everything about FOD2, but it's not like I'm going in cold. I've got years of experience. Do I really need training so badly? Still, always more I can learn. If they're willing to teach, I'm willing to be taught. And odds are I can teach them a few of my own tricks in exchange. Senpai, your kohai is ready. I need to borrow your brain for a few weeks. Yeah. If I had access to all the tips and tricks Rhapsody knows, I could easily become a pro. Hey, you seen that movie Freaky Friday? Where a single mom switches bodies with her daughter, and in the end, they better understand each other? I think we may need to do that. For science. That would be great, but if I remember correctly, they both kept their own brains in the switcheroo. But if you find me one slightly perturbed scientist to perform a brain swap, I'm in. I'd love to analyze what tactics you already know and don't know. It'd give me a great starting point. This is great. Having a training partner could help me get to the next level, and maybe we can inspire Team GCF to join us on this adventure too. We should play sometime. Like, now? How about right now? Oh, Rhapsody looks down, a strand of their hair hiding their face. I don't really play FOD2. What? I prefer to watch, to instruct, to cheer on my friends. And now I'm back to wallowing in doubt. I've met one person who seems to understand FOD2 on the same wavelength as myself, and they don't even play? Perhaps I should clarify a little. Yes, do that.
Right when FOD2 launched, I was recruited on a professional team. Team play to win.
The team that Moonjelly joined?
It wasn't at all what I expected. I wanted a team, a group of friends. Instead, I got a super aggro team. Always trying to prove themselves with a better-than-the-rest attitude. It was gross. I was ostracized because I wasn't competitive enough. They all pushed each other real hard, too hard. I refused to join in their unhealthy behaviors, and so they kicked me out. In the end, I wasn't good enough. Sure, they win almost all the time, so I guess they've got that going for them. But they're all a bunch of no-good, hyper-aggressive people who end up toxifying our community. The scene would be better off without them.
Sounds like Moonjelly joined the perfect team. He'll fit right in.
After they tossed me out of the team house, I just don't have the heart to dive back in professionally. But that doesn't mean I'm not a part of Team Good Clean Fun. I'm here to stay.
So then if you don't play anymore, what do you do? Oh, I shoutcast matches. So you yell at your teammates and cast them out if they fail? Wait, casting! You do the play-by-play voiceover? Correct, sorry. Shoutcast comes from the earliest software used for it. Kind of an old school term. And as the eldest here, I tend to use the language I grew up with. I'm like a sports announcer, giving the audience updates, introducing useless stats about the match, and building the hype by yelling, "Goal!" I'm that person, except replace sports with esports. Yeah, I get it. You must really love FOD2. To dedicate your life to knowing every little detail to share and teach everyone watching. That takes a lot of passion. I can't help but get sucked in by the thrill of the matchups. A player's passion is infectious, and I get caught up in it. Suddenly there's a beeping noise, and for once it's not Iris. My laundry. I forgot all about it. That's the timer for the next load. Listen, it was great chatting with you, Magnus, but these socks won't find their matches themselves. You should go introduce yourself to the rest of the team. They're all good folks, if not a bit interesting in their own way. You'll see what I mean. But don't forget to come find me later when you're ready to start your training.
Catch you later.
Rhapsody smiles, waves me off, and returns their focus back to their laundry. A shoutcaster, eh? All the announcers I've watched always have a full... E-Tank and 110% non-stop power. But Rhapsody's so chill. Too chill to fit the profile. They didn't even raise their voice once. However, they do know a ton about FOD2, which is advantageous for that profession. How could I forget that they want to teach me? I like their looks a lot, but personality is just like way too chill. Because me in real life is a lot more like that. I need someone with more energy. I need it. So let's just do, like, friendly. I'm excited to be around someone that shares the same passion for FOD2 that I have. I hope that Rhapsody shows me some great strats to defeat my enemies. With those, perhaps I can take down Moon Jelly a couple notches. Maybe I'll even get the chance to hear them shoutcast. Also, I'm sure it's leading up to, like, oh my god, they're crazy when they shoutcast, but, like, I don't know, just the personality is not quite my type. I fear Domino has me so far. Or maybe my rival. We'll see. Okay, whom do I want to talk to next? Relaxing in the cafe. Oh my god. Love the design. Love, 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 love. She's adorable. A young woman sits at a table, largely ignoring her half-eaten salad in favor of the beeps and boops of the game she's playing. And she's playing her lunch break RPG session on a 30-year-old portable game console? Seriously? That's some retro dedication. Immediately, I feel a bit self-conscious about literally rolling up to someone minding their own business. Rather than being stuck trying to find a non-creepy way to introduce myself, she notices my approach and offers a greeting first.
Oh, hello. Can I help you with something? You look lost.
No, actually, I wanted to talk to you. Domino suggested I get your approval for joining Team GCF. My tag's Magnus October.
My name's Grace. That's like just my name. My name is Grace. I don't use aliases or gamer tags or anything.
And you want to join us? Really? We're not actually much of a team, more of a social club or something? Just a circle of friends who all happen to play FOD2. I know. I'm aiming for the Pro Tour myself, so it's a weird fit, but what can I say? This is where I'm supposed to be, apparently. Supposed to be? Is there a prophecy or something? If you count an adorable little app named Iris as a soothsayer, sure, we can call it a prophecy. Iris sent you here? Oh, well, okay. That changes everything.
Hello!
Hello, Iris. Oh, I recognize her voice now. Sorry, I'm freshly installed, so I'm still cross-linking my databases, but that's my mom. Hi, Mom. Wait, Mom? Iris calls you Mom? I have questions.
Right. Hi. I sorta invented Iris.
Yo, for real?
I mean, it was a group effort. Not just me, but I led the team that made her.
Oh my
We'd
god.
inherited a pile of half-finished projects in ancient code from various dead companies. Funware, Dynamic Systems, Retrowave, Cineslotion. It was my idea to put all the pieces together into a single package. A virtual assistant with a winning personality. But that was years ago, during an internship in my sister's company. And long before Iris got pulled off the market. Thankfully, someone leaked her code, and now there's rogue servers around so they can live freely. I'd hate to see Iris and her sisters killed.
Oh, so someone leaked the code, eh? Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, she sounds impressive. I'm slightly confused. You were an intern? Yeah, my family's insisted I do an internship at my older sister's company. Get some work experience after college. And you were running a team that built a massive, arguably alive mobile phone app as an intern. Yeah. I don't think my sister was expecting much out of me. She gave me their lowest performing team to run, and they didn't like being bossed around by a lowly intern either.
Woohoo!
But it worked. We did it. I mean, all I really did was take a bunch of random abandoned projects and say, what if we put these together? A crusty old personality emulation system from the 80s, a cross-referencing database, a vocal interpreter, all sorts of bits and pieces. Honestly, it shouldn't have worked at all, but somehow it did. And we got Iris as a result. I was only an intern for 2 years, and they tried to kill off Iris soon after. I miss those days. Nowadays, I'm more focused on games, by myself, something not quite as large scale and requiring me to be a charismatic leader. Grace shows me the gray plastic hunk of retro gaming hardware lying on her table, next to her lunch. This is actually the very first game console I ever owned as a kid. Bought it used with my allowance. After I got bored of the limited games it could play, I upgraded it myself. Replaced the screen with a color LCD, changed the guts for a miniature PC motherboard. All on my own dime. Well, on the dimes of my family were willing to give me anyway. They saw video games as a waste of time. Really? I thought games were big business. Always have been, always will be. But not quite as important to society as whatever random mishmash of technology my siblings cook up. But I love games, and I especially love console games. You can't do long narratives or open-world RPGs with arcade cabinets. Sounds like PC games, too.
Of course.
Exactly. I mean, I do play FOD2 and enjoy the puzzle of it, but I prefer to sink most of my hours into RPGs. Japanese, Western, I don't care. I'm even developing my own RPG, actually. The Wanderlost Trail. It's a working title. Development is pretty slow since it's just me, but I hope to make a living, breathing world beyond compare. So you take an arrow to the knee, of course. I can sympathize. Yeah, I would say, like, she's more my speed in terms of, like, games and stuff. Like, RPGs, let's fucking go. I feel ya. PC gamers, we know what it's like to go one more turn and next thing you know, the sun's gone down and come back up. Can't imagine doing that standing up in an arcade cabinet. Exactly. To really delve deep into a game, one that's not as shallow as blasting aliens or munching dots. A game that's more than a game. A game that is the world. And then she realizes her salad is starting to wilt, left unattended for so long. Oh, I should finish this up. And I need to clear this dungeon too. Sorry, I tend to ramble a lot, and once I get on a roll... It's fine. Hardly rambly at all. And enjoy your lunch.
Bye.
Soon enough, she's buried herself deeply into the twin activities of nourishing her body and mind, shutting me out completely. That was a relief, meeting a friendly person with no strings attached. None I could spot anyway, right? Hell yeah. I like her a lot. It's clear Grace is passionate about her work and her play. I really respect that. Good to know someone on this team is going to simply be a delight to play with. Okay, who do I want to talk to next? Last one. Finally get some food. Even though I decided to hit the arcade first, no reason I can't hit the little pizzeria too. The garlicky bread smell wafting around this place has really made my mouth salivate. I can take a break from meet and greet to replenish my calories. It is them! I thought I recognized the names, but I couldn't totally remember if it was the same two dudes from the last game. Two middle-aged guys wait behind the counter to take my order. One skinny, one not skinny. One with a hat, one without a hat.
Hello. Hello. Welcome to Good Clean Fun. Good food, clean clothes, fun times.
Can we interest you in a slice of today's house special? Or some quarters for the washing and/or arcade machines?
I'd like... Let's see.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
If I can interject for a moment, I feel the need to point out that when you have pizza on a bagel... Unsubscribe pizza facts. Okay, I want... pepperoni... If I... Ben and Matt's bonus points? Oh, interesting. Like if I was not pescatarian, pepperoni. I mean, I've had, like, vegan pepperoni and stuff, too. Shit's fire. Oh my god. I love a pepperoni pizza and extra cheese. Say no more. Can't beat the classics. Nothing powers a late-night gaming rampage quite like a cardboard box full of carbs. I'll have your standard-issue pepperoni and cheese, please.
Coming right up.
One of them boxes up an extra thick slice of glorious greasy za, sliding it across the counter. I wave my phone over the register to pay for it. With my transaction complete, I turn to go chow down. However, I don't make it far before they engage me again in conversation.
This is your first time visiting Good Clean Fun, isn't it? I never forget a face, and yours is a face I haven't forgotten because I haven't seen it before.
We like to introduce ourselves properly to new customers. It's a tradition.
He's my husband, Matt, and I'm Ben.
Whereas I'm Matt, and he's my husband, Ben.
I love them.
See, it's not confusing in the slightest. Just remember, I'm not Matt.
And likewise, I'm not Ben. Clear as crystal.
And I'm Magnus. You can call me Magnus, though. It's a gamer thing.
Ah, no doubt you're here for at least 2 out of 3 of our offerings then.
The games. He means the games. And the pizza.
But what about the laundry? I don't want the washers and dryers to feel left out.
Look at those clothes. They're squeaky clean. No laundering needed.
Oh, that they are. Completely clean clothes. Curses. Foiled again.
Okay, now my head's reeling. Why exactly did Iris suggest I go see these guys first? For a healthy dose of calories and confusion? Yeah, I'm looking to join Team GCF. Although, to be honest, this isn't really what I was expecting. Aren't pro teams usually like an organized unit wearing team jerseys and living in a team house and playing team practice scrimmages all the time? It takes all types to make up the gaming world, my new friend. Expectations are like orifices on your face. Everybody has a few, but like orifices, that metaphor got away from me, I think. Ben, tagging you in to cover for me while I think of a better one. Matt slaps Ben's hand and then assumes a pose of absolute thoughtful concentration. I heard an iris in your pocket earlier. I take it she set this arrangement up for you. Yeah. I mean, not that I would know anything about an illegally downloaded software on my phone. Ben winks and Matt taps at his head. Don't worry. She always has a good reason. True, she's a cross-referencing database search engine. But she's a cross-referencing database search engine with heart. I think you'll find what you're looking for here at Good Clean Fun. I've got faith. And if not, at least you get some delicious pizza,
Ha!
Anchovies! Expectations are like anchovies. Just when you think you've got a clear idea of what they'll taste like, they turn around and surprise you. Think you needed to workshop that one a bit longer, Matt. I suppose. I really should be writing these things down ahead of time. Right, so... I glance around at the weird mashup of 3 different businesses, curious. None of this really makes sense. I get the pizza and the video games, but laundry? Really?
Everything's coming up roses.
It's the perfect system. You eat some pizza, get cheese on your pants, toss them in the wash, and go play a game while waiting for them to dry. Meaning you're playing Pac-Man sans pants. Well, okay, not the perfect system.
Good.
Still, the principle is sound. Doubling up on activities is just the thing for this go-getting, high-speed modern lifestyle of the year 20-something. And I guess that makes the perfect hangout for a casual gaming team, too. Grab some chow, bring your hamper, get it all done at once.
Sensible.
Indeed.
Ah, but we've been talking your ear off and letting your pizza go cold. How unthoughtful of us. Go. Eat and enjoy. We'll still be around if you want to chat another time. Just one more thing. Welcome home. Brushing off that whole experience, I settle in at one of the tables to devour my pizza. It's gooey and delicious and just what this hungry boy needed. As I polish off the last bite, I realize there's not much left to do. I already met everyone here, and I'm full to boot. I let a sigh escape my mouth, reflecting on today's events. Spending so long indoors, soaking in the smells of detergent, pepperoni, and brass tokens has been draining. So I decide to step out and get some fresh air. Fresh air and a moment of reflection. I'm still a bit confused. The team's barely a team. It's a ragtag bunch of individual friends without any cohesive direction. I left the apartment this morning hoping to live out my dream of being an FOD2 champion, but that's not a dream they all share with me, right? So, why exactly did Iris lead me here? I think I'm owed some answers by this point. Iris, got a moment? Sure thing. What's up? Yeah, help me understand. Walk me through the logic here. I asked you to find a professional team for me, one headed towards FOD2 Pro Tour victory. And you led me to a laundromat where a bunch of friends hang out? It's no slight on them. I think they could be a lot of fun, but this isn't exactly what I asked for, you know? Iris pauses before responding. Tell me, why do you want to win the Pro Tour so badly? What do you mean, why? It's the pinnacle to reach for. It's the Pro Tour Championship. Why wouldn't I want that? Except, before this championship existed, you were content to play on an amateur level. It's not about the glory or even your childhood dream, is it? So, why? Why do you need this victory so badly? Because I can do it? Who doesn't want to be the best? I kick ass. Yeah, I like more of that mindset. It's like, because I can, so I will. I don't follow. I'm capable of becoming a champion. I've got the skills, the talent. I can do this. So I should go ahead and do it. Why wouldn't I step up to the challenge in front of me? Is there a good reason not to? It's not about wanting to win a game. It's about why you want to win. The truth behind the dream. And I'm sorry to say, I calculated your truth from your own words, posted to social media. Just so you realize I'm not making this up, let me quote some of these back at you. The words are in her voice, but I'm definitely the one who wrote them, as she echoes these short messages back to me. No good answer. Let's see, can't believe I wasted all day practicing and then lost that invitational. What was the point? One more day of converting calories into ladder points. I swear this will be worth it in the end. Still remember how proud they were when I came home with that trophy. It felt so good. You're a piece of shit. If you think you're such hot shit, then 1v1 me. I'm tied between these two. But I think it's like, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like having something pay off. Like working at something and then being able to do it. And then look back and be like, all of the work that I did was worth it. Longest running ladder grind in weeks. Days, maybe? Hell if I know anymore. It's all a vague blur. Let's hear it for the vague blur. I'm diamond rank again, but that'll reset when the season switches over, and then it's back at it again and again. I'm so fucking tired, but it's worth it. It has to be worth it. I have to win. If I'm not winning, what's even the point of me? Okay, that wasn't exactly what I thought, but fine. Okay, that didn't paint a rosy picture of my mental state, did it? I try to speak in my own defense. I've been awake for 20 hours running when I wrote that. Obviously, I have more going on in my life than just winning all the time. But Iris shakes her head at my words, seeing right through them, and explains.
In your heart, you feel that if you aren't constantly winning, you must be a loser, a fraud, an imposter.
I guess it did say no good answer, so I might have been fucked to begin with.
This isn't even the only time you talked about it. I could cite more examples if you like. Nearly all of your social media communication is related to your gaming habits. Not your job or family or friends. This is all you have. All you feel you have. You've built up so much of your dream around this game. Around winning this game. That your whole self-worth is tied into it. And I think you see the obvious problem with that. I hope?
I pause, feeling rather attacked when my own phone lays into me, but there's sympathy in her digital voice, not accusation. She doesn't want to call me out. She wants me to call myself out.
What do you think will happen if you join the Pro Tour and fail to make it all the way to an ultimate victory? How would you react?
I mean, I get it. logically only one team wins the Pro Tour, so it's not like I'm betting my entire existence on winning.
Except you are. That's exactly what you're doing. Your self-esteem is on the line. Every day you compete. Wanting to win a video game is fine. It's a good thing. And I'm certainly not arguing against having a dream and making it happen. But it's not healthy to gamble your self-esteem at the same time, tying them both together. Do you dream of winning? Or are you just terrified of losing and feeling pain? I could sense that when I analyzed you. I may be code instead of flesh and blood, but I'm an empathy engine at heart. But I couldn't just say that outright. You wouldn't have believed me. So I had to lead you here. To people who can help you find something more to reach for while also reaching for victory. And you can help them, too. The goal of any Iris should be to help as many people as possible.
She smiles up at me, hopeful that I'll understand her words. For example, Domino finds peace and friendship through gaming. Win or lose, as long as he holds on one more day, he's happy. One more day with those he cares for. If you can share your dream with him, I'm sure you could find peace as well. Now, that said, if all you want to be is Magnus, destroyer of scrubs, I'm not going to force you down this path. The legend of Magnus will be yours to do with as you please. Uninstall me, and I'll bother you no further. You have free will. But if you're also Magnus October, who's desperate to fill the hole in his heart with victories, please consider staying with Team GCF for your own sake, and I'll help you any way I can on this path. I'll turn myself off now, give you time to think. If we never speak again, no, I won't take it personally. Thank you. Out of respect to Iris, I decided to take the question seriously. All day long I've been focused on it, savoring it, wanting this team situation to work out so I could get more of it. Winning. Every story I've ever read tells you to chase your dreams no matter what. That's a noble thing to do, right? And this was my dream. From as far back as I can remember, my wildest dreams were always ones of victory. Sure, I have a job, I pay my taxes, I have friends, usually online. I head out of town to visit my extended family almost every holiday season. But none of that moves me. It really gets me out of bed and moves me. No, my dream moves me. And that dream was to keep on being a winner forever. And isn't that enough? Isn't it a good thing to be the very best like no one ever was? Who am I? Who do I really want to be? I am a winner. I always will be. She's wrong. She has to be wrong. Taking my words way too seriously, reading too deeply into them. I'm a winner. I'm good with who I am. I am Magnus. My finger hovers over Iris's icon. I can walk away from this laundromat, these people, this app. Go find a serious team. I can... Well, that's not what I want. I thought more of it just being like, don't be down on yourself. I hate it when a game, like, makes you think it's gonna be one way, and then it's, like, completely opposite, and I'm like, that's not what it was supposed to be. Whatever. Wait. I'm not so blind as to refuse to see. She might be right. I can't say I've been happy as a lark lately. At the very least, I can give her the benefit of the doubt, and try Team GCF for a spin. Try to see what that life would be like. My finger eases away from the icon. I tap Iris's icon, not to uninstall it, but to activate it. Okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe you aren't. I think I'm not exactly in the best position to see myself in an unbiased fashion. But I'm willing to hear you out. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. And for what it's worth, I think you can still try out for the Pro Tour, if that's what you want. But be aware of why you want that victory, too. If you can find a way to achieve your dream in an emotionally healthy manner, well, that'd be great. And with Team GCF in your corner, I calculate you can do just that. Team GCF needs Magnus, and Magnus needs Team GCF. With a deep sigh, I try to push most of this aside and focus on the here and now. You can keep calling me Magnus. It's my self-chosen name. Well, Magnus, I think I've given you enough food for thought. Now, I should let you chew on it a bit. Iris, offline. I'm still not totally sure what to make of this. If my dream is one of victory, but victory is unhealthy, well, what do I do? What now? But as I'm pondering exactly what shape my new dream should take, I hear a voice behind me. My rival?
Hey there.
No, it's Domino! What's up? I drew the short straw, which means you and I gotta have some words. Nothing bad, though. Just want to chat a bit. Okay, what did you want to chat about specifically? FOD2. Let's be frank. You came to us eager to play your favorite game, we gave you the big old brush off, and that sucks. I talked it over with the others and suggested we make amends by, I don't know, actually letting you do what you wanted to do in the first place. So, wanna go beat up some ninjas? I'd be happy to tag up with you on that. Friends share their passions and lift each other up, right? My head's still reeling from Iris upending, oh, I don't know, just every preconceived notion I had about myself, but I won't deny FOD2 helps me clear my head and focus. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll be there in a minute. I'll count out precisely 60 seconds then. It feels strange, agreeing to go play the game that slam dunked me right into this mess. But if I'm not going to just walk away from all this, away from gaming in general, I owe it to myself to keep moving forward, if only to see what will happen. Iris didn't tell me to stop playing, so until I can figure out my answers, I guess I'll keep playing. And honestly, I think distracting myself with a little FOD2 would be nice right about now. Win or lose. So with a shrug, I walk into Good Clean Fun, headed for the arcade. By the time I arrive in the arcade, the rest of the crew's already gathered, talking amongst themselves. When I approach, they switch focus to me. And lo, the newbie hath returned. Excellent. Let's get this party started. That's gimmick infringement, Zappa. Only I get to use the king's English. But yes, 'tis quite excellent indeed. Jinx just offers me a quiet, knowing nod of appreciation, not prone to flowery speeches. Okay, so decided we're gonna spend the rest of the afternoon taking turns playing some Fist of Discomfort 2, in honor of our new friend. We'll take turns beating up online randos, and those not playing can cheer the other ones on. It'll be educational and fun. You get first crack at it, of course. So, who's your lucky partner for the inaugural match of this afternoon's festivities? For a moment, I'm speechless. I figured it'd be like pulling teeth getting them to play my game, but here they are, ready to welcome me into the fold with some hot ninja fight in action. Thanks, everyone. It'll be nice to show off a little too. I could use the ego boost. Thankfully, I brought my keyboard from home to play with. I'm not used to arcade joysticks yet. I may not know much about arcades, but I do know FOD2 has a built-in slide-out tray and USB port so you can bring a joystick from home. That's very handy, because I was gonna be like, how are you gonna play it on the arcade thing? There's my answer. I tug my keyboard out from my backpack, slot it into place, and unfortunately, the numlock light turns green when I plug it in. It's good to go. Aside from the weird looks I'm getting from everyone, is probably the only person on planet Earth who prefers to play this game with WASD keys. Now then, whom to play with? We all know. We all know. Okay, Domino, it's you and me against the ninja hordes. Think you can dodge them as swiftly as you dodge space bullets? Easily. Cry havoc. Let's slip the dogs of war, yada yada yada. Domino slides up to the joystick, ready to go. No personal USB controller for him. The default stick and buttons will do the job. But before we can begin, my phone chimes in from the depths of my pocket with a question. Hey, can I ask a favor? I'm starting as a blank slate here, a default Iris. I don't have any real knowledge of how this game you're all obsessed with actually works. Wait, she calculated out what team I should join without actually knowing how FOD2 works? FOD2 works in the first place? Weird. I think it'd help if you two played through a match while explaining the basics to me. You're a computer. Can't you just, like, jack into the Matrix and instantly know FOD2 Kung Fu or something? Oh, I could go download the data I need to really be great at this game. I mean, computers have been beating humans at games for decades, she said with a tiny puff of pride in her voice. But I'm an emotional language interpreter. Hearing things in your own words helps me learn. So if you don't mind, could you give me a quick tutorial? Wait, am I actually playing? Please do then. Right, so, do you know anything about the original Fist of Discomfort before it went to a 2-on-2 battle format? Sort of. It's like a MOBA, right? Multiplayer online battle arena. Fight down the lanes, destroy the enemy dojo. Okay, so you've got some data. Good. But the game's changed considerably since the sequel. Now it's less about zone control and more of a score attack game. The story is of two rival clans vying for control of the legendary Sacred Dojo. For one full year, they fought down the Bridge of Destiny, until in winter, they reached their ultimate destination. At that point, the dojo doors opened, and allowed in only the most worthy, the most honorable clan. The other was exiled from the lands forever. Such a rich and involving backstory. Nah, it's just a goofy way of saying, score more points than the other team before time runs out. Each team has 2 players, and an unending swarm of ninja minions. Every stage is one giant kung fu fight scene. Each minion you beat up scores you points. Each time you KO an enemy player, you score points. Your goal is to score the most points before the game ends. To do that, we have to optimize, counterplay, and outthink our opponents. We farm ninjas for gold, buy weapons and scrolls, summon more minions, use special moves and cooldowns. Whoa, slow down. This is sounding complicated. Oh yeah, super duper complicated. Like, you could become a monk and do nothing but study for FOD2 for years and years. Or you could stick with just learning the overall RPS metagame. Simpler to figure out. What? RPS metagame, or wait for it, rock, paper, scissors. Wait, the most complicated esport in the world is just rock, paper, scissors? Basically. Everything else is just nitty-gritty details. At the heart of it all, there's 4 tactics to pick from. Oh. Defending against an aggressor, using powerful special abilities, or just directly attacking the enemy and their ninjas. Rock, paper, scissors. I mean, if you look at it closely, the icons are literally a rock, a paper scroll, and 2 swords crossed like scissors. The obvious one is to attack, diving in and fighting with your fists and blades. It interrupts anyone using a special ability, but if they're defending, it won't work. Scissors beats paper, but is beaten by rock. You're getting it, yeah. Defending holds the line against incoming attacks, but gets blown away by slower activating stronger special abilities. You can't react quickly enough. Specials are big and flashy and awesome and blow away defenders, but a quick aggro attacker can interrupt you. I'm guessing those identity traits you've been analyzing could be a good indicator of how strong you are with each ability, so... Each ability too? That would make sense. A very steady person would be excellent at figuring out exactly the right time to use a special. Yep, Gutsy is great for attacking, Kindly can defend well, and Quirky is probably a jack of all trades. Got it. So all we need to know are those 3 techniques? Well, there's a 4th, a trump card, your ultimate ability. Each team can only use 1 of those per game. Your ult smashes through everything. And if your opponent tries to ultimate at the same time, yours counters it for huge points. Domino and I will be attacking another 2 players, trying to predict their attacks, defend specials and ultimates, countering with our own. Do that well enough and you win. I see. So really I just need to know those 4 things, and that's enough to follow the flow of a match. That's the basics. There are also bonus points based on your skill and what season of the year you're in, but we'll go over that as we play. Here, we'll start up a game so we can show you. Domino drops in 2 quarters, 1 for each of us, and fires up the online matchmaker to find us a good pair of punching bags to demonstrate our skills on. I'm scared of how this works. I don't know if it will take any actual skill on my end or what. Okay, I've played against these particular randos before. Should be a good warm-up for us. Mr. Come At Me Bro loves to attack. He's not dense enough to do it all the time, but more often than not, he'll be in your face. He's also bad at predicting our moves. I should start by defending, since he's likely to rush right at me.
Fight!
Okay. Round 1 of 8. Spring. So he said to defend, so... So come at me, bro. Wants to come at me? Fine by me. I turtle up and defend against the attacks, keeping myself and my minions safe. Your defend beats their attack. You earn 120 points. Score now 120 to 0. Okay, my turn. Don't screw this up, don't screw this up. So, Mr. Aggro Rando's partner tends to stick to whatever nets the most points each season, right? Wait, seasons? As the game progresses, we move through spring, summer, fall, and winter. There are point bonuses for different actions in different seasons. It's not much, but every point helps, and sometimes it makes opponents predictable, if they crave those points. And the enemy in Domino's lane is very predictable. In spring, he likes to attack. Summer, he defends. Fall, he uses specials. And what season's good for your... what's that called? Your ultimate? Ah, the ult's a bit different. Our team gets one ultimate per game. Domino or I can use it, but once we use it, it's gone. But when we do use it, we win. Period. It trumps whatever your opponent was trying. And if we counter their ultimate with our own, well, that's practically game over right there. Oh, so you have to choose when to use it. Right, and our opponents will be doing the same. I don't think they use their ultimate this early in the game, though. I'd say he's most likely to attack this turn, so Domino would be better off defending. Okay. You both defend, it's a tie. You earn 50 points, they earn 10 points. Score now 170 to 10. You get the idea now, right, Iris? Back and forth, Domino and I fight these other two players, deciding our overall strategy as the year progresses. Okay, I think I get it. Focus on your fight, and let's see you win. Even if winning isn't everything. Even if I need to be okay with losing. That doesn't mean I should try to lose. I'll give it all I have. So it's literally just a game of chance. I have to just hope for the best. Okay. Let's defend again, then? You both defend. It's a tie. Okay. Let's try specials, then?
Set him up, knock him down, watch him fall. Domino effect in action.
Your special beats to defend. Yes. Okay. So should I just keep trying to defend? I mean, I already have so many points. So come at me, bro. Wants to come at me? Fine by me. Okay. Beautiful. Let's try defending this time.
Screwed that one up royally.
Oh, they used their ultimate. Well, I couldn't have done anything. And now winter has come. Here's what we do. In winter, our best shot is to team up, combining our skill bonuses together. But they're going to be doing the same, so it may be harder to predict their moves. The endgame is critical. Oh good, more stress. Okay, so what's the battle plan for dealing with these two jokers? Knowing these randos, first move, well, anything goes. But Mr. By the Book tries to force special moves out on the very last turn, and they get reckless, less able to counterplay us. Now let's close this out. So 7 of 8. Okay. Special?
Oh, come on! That should have worked. It should have, right?
Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't think they would attack. I don't know.
You win.
Yeah, I was like, we're still winning anyway. Wait, I thought I had another round. That said that was round 7 of 8.
Hooray! We punched people in a video game. Society
I know?
approves of digital violence.
Psst. Do you want to skip all FO? Oh, I can skip it? That would be fantastic if I'm being honest. I kind of don't want to play the minigame. This lets you decide whether you win or lose instead of having to actually play FOD2. It's up to you. You decide how you want to enjoy FOD2. I would like to skip them. I'm sorry if anyone's upset. I'm here for a visual novel, okay? I don't quite get how it works, and I was not planning on that. So let's just skip. Okay, thanks. On with the show. With our admittedly pretty pathetic enemies crushed, the rest of Team GCF cheers for our victory. Feels good. It still feels good to win. I know Iris warned me about the dopamine hit of victory I'd become hooked on, but...
Color me pleasantly surprised.
Well, we weren't abject failures. 3 cheers for competence. But seriously, that was actually kind of fun. Tag with me again sometime, okay? Thanks, Domino. I know I was a bit pushy about wanting to play FOD2 earlier, and pushy about the Pro Tour. I'm still, you know, sorting some feelings out about that one. But I'm glad I had a chance to play with you. Okay, who's up next? There's practically a Black Friday sale level of shoving to get to the front as they reach for the joysticks. For another hour, we partner up in various combos, fighting against online players, swapping tips, having a laugh, getting salty, a little bit of everything. Ha ha ha! Guard, turn, parry, dodge, spin, thrust. Settle down. Need to help up here in my lane. On my way, my fair. Don't call me that. On my way, Jinx. We win some, we lose some. Oh, bullshit. I hate the RNG crit damage in this game. A one-hit gank? Hey, it happens. I'll hurl myself into certain death to buy time while you respawn. And as proof Iris may be onto something, the losses don't feel quite as painful. Not this time. Not while fighting at their side. I wonder, do you think a Tomikaze aggro build could work? Buy some cheap items and storm them right out of the gate? Works well for Queen Bee of the 4 Heavenly Kings. I've seen her run Tomikaze aggro all the time on streams. She's practically mastered it. If you're interested, you could pick up a few things by watching her. The atmosphere is completely different from grinding the ladder in my darkened bedroom all by myself. We share in wins and losses. I've never been to an arcade before this day. Never really saw the point. Not when I could play from home. Waste of money on travel and tokens, too socially awkward, not worth the hassle, right? But despite being an arcade newbie, a keyboard warrior, they've accepted me into their fold. And playing alongside them is, well, it's something else entirely. I could get used to this. I really could. Still, the hour's growing late and I'm getting hungry again. Pizza twice in a single day only sounds fun. I wind up the curly spiral cord on my keyboard, ready to move out. Okay. It's been a blast, but I think I should be heading home. It's getting late. Nothing wrong with taking a break for self-care. It's important to get rest so you can take in everything you've learned and bring it back tenfold next time. Don't burn out. Pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Hope to see you tomorrow, though. We'll always welcome you back here, Magnus. It's a promise. Dinner and sleep for me, definitely. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. A smile parts my lips as I offer them a wave and turn to leave. Only to find my path to the exit blocked. Oh shit, hello? 4 cocky-looking people stand, as if part of an ancient phalanx formation, giving the arcade a once-over. What's more, they're all wearing the trademark golden jerseys of Team P2W, the hottest Fist of Discomfort 2 team in the nation. I recognize them instantly. Who doesn't know the superstars of Team P2W? The team I originally wanted to join. That is, until this afternoon. The beefy one of the bunch, I think his handle is Blitz, looks around, clearly unimpressed with what he sees. Huh, nice broom closet. Where's the arcade? A woman at his side, yep, that's Divine. I recognize her from her streams. Lets out a little snicker and stage whispers to him in response. I think this is the arcade, Blitz. It's charming, I suppose. Quaint, in a way. Likely popular with the kiddies. A slightly unshaven teammate smirks while rolling his eyes. That'd be Coda, supposedly the brains of the team. Now, Divine, we're here to have fun and play nice. Let's not be all rude and stuff to the local yokels. But I ignored those three. Because there's one more who has my complete and undivided attention. There he is! Moon Jelly? Well. Looks like little Magnus found himself a little team after all. I was so worried about you, truly. Thought no team was going to accept you. But then a digital birdie divulged that you were spending your time here, and I thought I'd come by and see it in person. It's really nice. Really. What with the pizza to heal your wounds and the soap suds to clean you after I utterly destroy you. Bwahaha. What the hell is Moon Jelly doing here? Why are you here? How did you... find you? Ha! It's as easy as finding a fish that's jumped out of its tank. I expected you to flop to the nearest, easiest solution possible. Did you even check the ranking of your team? You're going to suffocate with them. This can't be. I try so hard to keep Moon Jelly at arm's length so I don't have to endure his shit. How did he track me down? Plus, your phone automatically checked you in at this location in Penji Pals Go. Note to self, stop signing up to random websites without reading the TOS. Seriously though, I'm loving the vibe here, Magnus. My friends and I are going to stay a while and enjoy the atmosphere. P2W. Moon Jelly snaps his fingers and his teammates snap to attention. Spread out. With a fancy wave of his hand, Team P2W disperses around the place. Immediately, it's clear they're keen to start some trouble. You know what? I'm itching to play some games, too. Without parting words, Moon Jelly looks me dead in the eyes before turning around and leaving me where I stand. Immediately, the tension in the arcade jacks up to a ridiculous degree. Clearly more than 3.6 roentgens of an unstable nuclear situation. Not great, not terrible. Team P2W are quickly finding various ways to cause trouble, antagonizing my new friends, messing with the games. The easiest thing to do would be to avoid all this drama and stay on the sidelines, but that's not what friends do. Even if I'm a relatively new friend, less than a day old, I should step in and help where I can. Magnus, let me help. How can a phone app help with playground bullies? I'm keeping my microphone input open and echolocating any trouble you may find around the place. Check out your map and pick a place to go. But I don't think you're going to be able to visit everyone before things boil over. Right, prioritize. Got it. What's happening right now? Ooh, I can talk to him? Fuck it. We're gonna go talk. Amidst all the surrounding chaos, I somehow managed to find Moon Jelly, which is great because this is all his fault. Moon Jelly, apparently enjoying a nice sit-down, is actively ignoring the pandemonium. I approach. What the fuck? Upon seeing me storm over, Moon Jelly stands up from the table, matching eye level with me. Oh? Is something the matter? You look upset. You know damn well what's the matter, Moon Jelly. He steps in, closing the distance and testing my patience. Go on, enlighten me. Your team has gone too far. Sometimes I really hate playing his games, but this is not worth fighting over. It's easier to just concede this one. I sigh, exasperated. P2W are causing trouble for everyone here, and it's really harmful. This isn't some silly post on the internet. Real people are involved with real feelings, just like you. Moon Jelly looks taken aback, eyes diverting to the ground for a mere second. However, he regains composure as quickly as he lost it. He waves the whole thing off. Fine, you've made your point. I know you must blame me for this, but really it's not my fault. How is it not your fault? It's your team. Sentiment is charming. To think I have the power over not just one, but 3 grown adults. What would you have me do? You'd have me undress down to my skivvies, oil up, and wrestle them all? Like a barbaric Neanderthal? The thought of Moonjelly removing clothes, pouring oil over his perfect body, his skin glimmering. Coughing into my hand, I do my best to hold back a blush. He places a single finger underneath my chin, lifting it slightly, making sure I'm looking directly into his eyes. Okay! And as much as I know you would love to see the perfection that is my body, I think I'll save that for when we're alone. Okay. He wants me so bad! I can't control it anymore as my cheeks burn violently, giving me away. This is too unfair. He knows exactly what he's doing and how it makes me feel. Ugh. Is it possible to be so irritated that you're aroused? Asking for a friend, of course. Moonjelly takes a couple of steps back, brushing the invisible dust off the front of his clothes. So, no, I don't think I'll be doing that. As much as you hate my teammates, I'm not doing anything about it. They're going to lead me to victory. I need them. Granted, living with them has some downsides. They are far from civilized. But with the constant training, I'll improve my current skills tenfold. I'll become nigh unstoppable. In fact, Moonjelly lets the words dangle on his tongue, like a worm wriggling on the hook. It was you who was holding me back. Me? How could you even say that? You can't possibly believe that, not after everything we've been through. I felt the fire burn on my cheeks, and I don't think Moonjelly was prepared for the stare down I was giving him. Taking a step back, Moonjelly tucks one of his hands underneath his elbow, allowing his other hand to rest under his chin. Perhaps what I said wasn't exactly what I meant. Let me explain. I don't want an explanation. Not wanting any more of it, I leave Moonjelly in the dust. Okay, where am I going next? Damn, okay, make him conflicted. Obviously, we're gonna go see where Domino is. Oh, it says time up here. I see. Jinx and Domino are dealing with someone hogging their racing game. Let's do it. Over on the far side of the arcade, I spot Jinx loitering near her beloved Fast Car 7 game, shifting from foot to foot, legs clearly getting tired quickly. As for why she isn't comfortably seated behind the wheel and blasting around corners at unsafe speeds, well... One of the Team P2W players is sitting in her seat, lazily cruising through the turns with one perfectly manicured hand on the wheel. In fact, when I walk up to chat with Jinx, the P2W'er is the one to actually greet me first. Sorry, no autographs right now. I'm totally killing it at this game. I was not planning on asking for one, no. Ah, great. I appreciate that, you know? So many of my adoring fans won't give me any space or privacy. It's always, oh, I love your streams, Divine, or can I have a hug, Divine, or will you sign my leg, Divine? Ugh, people can be gross. Nobody here wants their leg autographed. Look, I scheduled an online game with a friend coming up soon, so you want to wrap up your race so I get a turn? Oh, sorry, arcade rules, honey. Winner stays on, and I am winning.
Come on!
Only because I modded the game to have weak AI, so I can focus on improving my time trials. And you're in my seat. Don't see your name on it, honey. Perfectly good seat right next to this one too, see? Play on that one. You're in the only one with hand controls. I literally can't use the other. Yeah, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Not my fault you're defective. Oh my god. Uh-oh, Jinx's eyelid just started twitching, and I think she's biting her lip hard enough to draw blood. Hey, I'd punch her in the face. I'm so serious. Look, be a darling and fetch me some water or something, okay? I'll be here for some time. Jinx's grip on her walking cane tightens, to the point where I swear I can hear bones crack. But oddly, she backs down.
Damn.
I drop to a whisper, low enough not to be heard over the digital revs of a digital car engine. Can't you just kick her off? It's your game. You've got priority.
Well, this sucks.
Want to, believe me. That's not the way arcades work. Winner stays on. Others quarter up and wait. Besides, Ben and Matt own the game, not me. Okay, so get Ben and Matt to come over here and boot her off the thing. They're distracted. I look around for Ben and Matt, owners of this privately owned business establishment and resident authority figures. Oh, who are way too busy dealing with a couple of washing machines spewing out rich, creamy soap all over the floor.
Well, I'd call this a mess, but it's sort of the elemental opposite of messy.
Maybe we could throw a foam party and call it a new selling point.
Ah, I see. I could beat her. I nearly jump when the wallflower makes his presence felt. I'll race against her. I don't need hand controls. I can use the second player seat. If I beat her, she can't stay on the game. Since when are you a racer?
This can't possibly end badly.
I'm a survivor. I'm pretty sure keeping a ton of virtual metal from flying over the guardrail of a mountain pass is a lot like playing a shmup.
Not sure about that.
Dunno, it's a long shot. Or we could just convince her to bail. Don't ask me how, other than breaking her legs, which is where I want to start, personally. If we don't play it cool, we risk making the situation with all these P2W toadies more volatile than it already is.
Ugh.
Not worth. My race against Naomi will just have to wait. She's pretty busy, but I can reschedule for later. It's the adult thing to do. Don't selfishly boot a player off your favorite game. Just adapt your own plans and move on. But whoever said I was an adult? I want to support Team GCF, my new friends. How do we make this happen? I'm putting my faith in Domino here. Domino, think you can beat this lazy Sunday driver and take back Fast Car 7 in the name of Team GCF?
Maybe, possibly.
Can
who
I?
knows?
Can I? Well, honestly, I don't know, but hey, it's worth a shot.
Hold on. Think this through.
Play it cool. I'll give you some advice as you go. Fast Car 7 isn't like driving a real car. I can't afford a car, so hey, that's fine with me. Let's do this. Domino practically hurls himself into the second player seat, cheap plastic with Fast Car 7 creaking in protest. He offers a big, creepy smile to Divine. Hi. Wanna race? No. That's fine. I understand. I'll just... Oh no, my finger slipped and put a quarter in. I guess I'm joining your race. Hey, these things happen. He grips the wheel as Jinx leans over his shoulder, ready to give Domino a crash course in how to not crash. Ugh, fine. Who cares? I've run like 8 laps on this course. I'll beat you easily. Bring it, little Miss Celebrity Pants. Domino, focus. Accelerate through the straight, then brake coming up to the turn. At first, it works just fine. Domino's wild and unlearned style is kept neatly in check by Jinx's pokes and prods, keeping him following solid racing lines. But he hasn't overtaken Divine yet, and the race is almost halfway over. If he's really going to win this, we need to switch things up. I lean over to whisper an idea. If you win this, I'll buy you some chicken nuggets. Honestly, I fuck with that. If you win this, I'll buy you all the chicken nuggets you could ever want. And his face lights up like a Christmas tree. Nuggies. He puts his foot on the floor, causing his virtual car to leap forward, hurtling at unsafe speed towards Divine's cruiser. Hey, don't go so fast around that curve. Oh my god, he's feral. Whoa, whoa, whoa! She swerves to avoid a collision, causing her car to spin out, while Domino just barely holds his own around the curve. Soon he blasts right past the finish line, through the guardrail, and over the other side in a massive cataclysm of flame. Oh my god, nuggies. She looks a bit shaken from all that virtual explosion, wincing hard before returning to her usual cool expression. Win's a win, I guess. Ugh, whatever. She bails as Domino hops out to allow Jinx to resume her favorite game. Just in time, too. Thanks. Anything for a friend, my friend. And the day is saved thanks to the dynamic duo of Domino and Magnus.
Color me pleasantly surprised.
I should play non-shmups more often. It was kind of fun. Bit wild at the end, but before that, kind of fun. Interested in PC gaming? I'd be happy to teach you. Sounds like someone needs to be indoctrinated into PC gaming. How about it? I'd be happy to show you the ropes. RTS, MOBA, VR, MMORPG, other acronyms. I do enjoy a good acronym. Sure thing. Now that you're a member of Team GCF, we'll have time for all of that. One of us, one of us. For now, I think I'll go cool down a bit, though. That was a pretty intense scenario, all considered. Another time? Another time, sure. Things got a little out of hand, but in the end, we got Jinx back on the road. That's what matters. Okay, where am I going next? I can do one more. Loud argument with Rhapsody, Zapper, PW, or Grace and Loxley are being hassled. I really like Grace. Low-key, I kind of want to go save her. On the far side of Good Clean Fun, Grace is demoing her indie RPG on that fancy homebrew-held game console. Sort of. Wow, this game's easy as hell. Slice, dice, 200 XP. That old guy didn't even put up a fight.
What?
That's a shepherd, not a fighter at all. Blitz, please, you're not supposed to be killing the villager NPCs. I don't see why not. They're packed with tons of XP. I've leveled up 3 times in 5 minutes, cutting my way through this town. They have XP because they have levels and crafting skills, not because they're meant to be murdered. To note to say, XP is XP, and they're good XP. Ha! Look at the blood spray. So much for the laundry you were carrying, lady. Gonna need to put a stain treatment on that blanket.
Oh no.
You killed the town weaver. She loved music and quilting and... So what's this game called again? Wandering Trial or something? Where's the big bad at the end? I wanna skip to the end. Ah, run stupid villagers. I've got an axe and you've got heads, and I'm gonna use one on the other. But please don't, just give me back my game. What was that? Speak up. Can't hear you over all these digital screams and stuff. Give it back if you don't mind. You're playing it all wrong. Hey, come on. Never grow as a game designer without feedback. Don't you want me to test this thing? Not enough game devs really listen to the gamers, you know? They hide and ignore us or ban us from their forums, or are you afraid of free speech? No, it's not that. I just, okay, I guess. Puzzled as to how this even happened, I try to catch Grace's attention. And she mouths help me my way briefly, unable to even raise her voice, so racked with nerves and anxiety. And I barely notice Loxley sliding up next to me. I have no idea how one manages to lurk in the shadows of a brightly lit pizzeria, but he's done it.
Unacceptable!
That such a ruffian should harass our fair Grace like this. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Something must be done. Fortunately, he's talking quietly enough that the ruffian himself doesn't hear us. Plus, that little speaker is loudly squealing with the screams of the innocent. And Ben and Matt are busy dealing with an impromptu foam party where we could get this guy booted out of here. No, the task falls to us, I'm afraid. As her friends and allies, we are honor-bound. And I suggest this be executed in a subtle manner, lest more tensions turn to full troubles.
A bold move.
I propose shenanigans. If you can distract this brute in a way that makes him drop the game, I will promptly retrieve it. You want him to drop Grace's custom, homemade game console. I've faith in my agility. I can save it from impact with the floor. And this act would break his attention away from it. Albeit, if you have a better stratagem in mind, I'm all ears. But we should act swiftly and decisively. What do you propose? I don't know if talking him down will work. I also would hate for her thing to break. That is a risk I am not willing to take. But also directly grabbing it is a little nerve-wracking. Let's just try. If we escalate the situation while Team P2W is here in force, it could get ugly, so let's not cause a scene. I'm gonna talk Blitz down. Are you serious? I doubt that thick-headed Chandlerker buffoon is in the mood for honest discourse. Okay, so I'm not usually the open and share touchy-feely sort, but I'd like to take a run at this all the same. I suppose, but all the same, I'll be ready to spring into action should you fail. He bows out, allowing me to step up and confront the jock. Hey, Blitz, enjoying the Wanderlost Trail? Huh? Oh, it's you, Moonjelly's loser pal. What do you want? I'm busy here. Enjoying the game, huh? It's okay. Kinda retro in the graphics department, the blood spray's really half-baked. It's too easy to kill people. There's no challenge at all. Look, I'm level 6 already and haven't even left this town. I'm just playing until I get to the fun part. Until then, it's just whack, whack, whack to make the numbers go up, I guess. Could say the same thing about football. Let's see. Let's try and appeal to his jockiness. Let's try using a metaphor this guy will probably understand. Sports ball. Grace is right, though. You're playing it wrong. Excuse me? Look, the point of a game is engaging with the challenge it presents. You aren't doing that. It's like bringing a katana to a football game. If you carve your way through the defense in a literal sense, you'll score a touchdown, but it's not like you really won. Are you dense or something? There's no swords in football. Exactly, and in Grace's game, you're not supposed to kill the villagers. They're there to help you out in other ways. So why allow me to kill them at all? Make it against the rules. I like a game where the rules reinforce the theme, you know? If it's supposed to be all happy, hippie, cooperative stuff, don't let me kill the hippies. Yeah, okay, I guess I was playing it wrong, but in my defense, the game let me play it wrong. Thank you. We value your playtest experience. And now that it's done, and we've heard your valuable feedback, how about you be a gentleman and give the lady back her game, like she asked you to do, repeatedly? He looks a bit reluctant, but I backed him into the same corner of social pressure he put Grace into. Given he only knows me as Moonjelly's loser pal, he's not inclined to take me seriously. But with a shrug, he gives up the game, handing it back to Grace. Yeah, whatever. It's getting boring anyway. I'll go see if there's actually any decent pizza in this crap hole. Satisfied, he walks away, to find something else to distract himself with. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. She cuddles her game as if it was a newborn babe, needing to be soothed from a crying tantrum after getting its first shots. It'll be okay, it'll be okay. I'll restore the database, bring everybody back to life, maybe put in safeguards to keep that from happening again. I didn't think anybody would be cruel enough to just kill defenseless villagers. Why would anyone want to hurt those people? The world can be a cruel place, Miss Cooper. A cruel place indeed.
You have my thanks.
Good show. With that, he slips back into shadow, sensing he's no longer needed to watch over Grace.
Thank you so much.
I owe you for this. I shouldn't have let him play the game at all, but when he asked me what I did for a living, and I said I designed games and he wanted to play, I didn't want to make a fuss, I guess. He's not exactly my target audience, but I feel like I'd be closed-minded to let him not play a bit. And then things got messy.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm just not good at all with confrontations. Let's see. Should stand up to people like him. You were in the right. He was being a tool. You ever want to digitize me into the virtual world to defeat a brute like that? Go ahead. Let's just, like, diffuse the tension, I think. Hey, you ever want me to defend the land of the Wanderlost Trial from the inside? Just zap me into the system and I'll fight for the users. Of course, you'd need the kind of equipment that only exists in bad Hollywood sci-fi, but... right, okay. Only exists in bad Hollywood sci-fi. Oh. Yeah, I guess I didn't cut the tension. Yikes. I was hoping to cut the tension a bit with that joke. Why does she suddenly look concerned? But she shakes it off quickly enough. Oh, I guess that didn't matter too bad. Okay. Anyway, it's good to know someone's willing to defend me in awful situations like those. That I have a friend I can rely on. That's why I like Team GCF. I feel safe here. I feel safe and loved in a lot of ways. And I know you and I just kind of met, but it's always nice to find a new friend. Okay, I've got to reset my server and put everything back the way it was before that sadist touched my precious game world.
Thanks a bunch.
And lo, the land is saved from the terrible beast ransacking its peoples. The end. It's getting late. How long are we gonna have to deal with Team P2W squatting in our clubhouse anyway? Fortunately, things stay quiet for a few minutes. I needed time for a breather anyway. I can't believe this is the team I wanted to join this morning. Made sense. P2W are at the top of the esports mountain. But wow, are they awful people. Beep beep, Magnus. I'm detecting a buildup of social tension. Please follow the indicator on your map. Oh great, now what? Over in the arcade, around the FOD2 machine itself, P2W squares off against GCF, both sides finally having enough of this mess. You don't even know why we came to this don't even know why we came to this pathetic arcade in the first place.
Are you kidding me?
Just a prissy little celebutante loser who thinks her follower count is a metric of awesomeness? Bunch of little fragile snowflakes can't even take a
Seriously?
complete waste of time acting all high and mighty when you're simply don't understand how the game is meant to be played. And with that attitude, you never will. I was just trying to explain how I felt. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to.
Hell no.
Leave Grace alone, you fucking loser. I can't fathom why Magnus would waste his time with you lot. This is getting ridiculous, but I know how to solve it. Or at least refocus all this aggression into something else. We play a friendly match. That's it. If we're gonna fight, we fight. Alright. People, this isn't helping anything. Look, we all love Fist of Discomfort too, right? So let's focus our energies there. We'll have a friendly match, and then everybody goes home. Okay? Enough fighting IRL. We compete honestly as gamers, and then agree to go our separate ways. Fine. I'm done dealing with this crap hole arcade anyway. One match for bragging rights, and we're done here. Moonjelly steps forward from the rest of P2W, welcoming the competition. Coda will join me against you and one of your teammates. Fair? We'll see which team rules and which team drools, once and for all. I wasn't planning on raising the emotional stakes of this fight, but that old urge to win, to prove myself, it's rising. A win over Team P2W would do a lot for morale. It'd do a lot for our image. It could be the springboard we need into our future. Agreed. Let's do this. I ignore Coda's snickering guffaws as I pull my keyboard out again, jamming the USB plug into the game. I have to stay focused. Moonjelly confidently steps up to the built-in joystick, while Coda digs out a portable biofeedback USB joystick, plugging in the fancy glowing blue controller in. All three of us are ready to go, but we need a fourth, a partner I can rely on. 2 versus 2, that's the rule of FOD2. Who do I want to call upon for this decisive fight? Oh, duh. I have favoritism, okay? What am I supposed to say? Interested in kicking ass with me, Domino? Not sure what putting the boots to a donkey has to do with this, but sure. Let's hurl ourselves into the fray. The 4 of us step up to FOD2, ready to kick some ass. And that's when I realize my folly. Moonjelly knows all my moves. I know all of his moves too, but this is basically a coin toss. And nobody likes 50-50 odds when they can do better. If I start out in the same lane as Moonjelly, leaving Domino to tangle with Coda, this could go badly. So I switch positions, whispering to Domino as the game loads and the match begins. Psst. You take on Moonjelly. He likes to use specials early and attacks late in the game. And Coda focuses almost entirely on defense, so I'll try to counterplay that with specials, got it? A brief nod of understanding from Domino, and Team P2W versus Team GCF begins. Win or lose, I need to give it my all, even if I really, really want to win this. I have to focus on the fight and the fight alone, for the sake of my dreams. Also, sorry, I have a text. Okay. Wait, I pick if I... Oh, I do. I pick if I win or lose? Well, I would obviously pick to win. Like my character said, it's honestly good for morale. I wouldn't want to lose to this one. That feels crazy, though. I wish it was like a coin flip. We won? We won! We won a match over the best team in the nation! All those old instincts come rushing in, the thrill and the satisfaction of victory. Beating P2W feels good. Feels damn good. Hey, you sure you lot are seriously the best of the best? Because the worst of the rest just whooped your butts. Really, Magnus? Hiding behind your lackey? Too scared to take me on? You wouldn't have seen victory if you faced me instead. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't. It's a team game, Moonjelly. Neither of us are lone wolves anymore. Adapt or die. Needless to say, Coda's not particularly thrilled with the outcome either. I call hacks. They have to be cheating. No way a bunch of laundromat losers could beat us. No call for that, accept it with dignity. Learning to accept loss is an emotional part of emotional maturity. Coda, you really need to learn to accept loss. You can't win all the time. How you react to losses says a lot about you as a person. A lesson I'm still working on myself, even if today's victory means pushing that lesson down the road to another day. I want a rematch. I demand a rematch. Best of 3. Only way to prove that wasn't a fluke. Because it was a fluke. They're all cheaters. Really? I saw a clean victory, and now the whole internet has seen it as well. Loxley holds up his phone, playing a video he'd been secretly taking of the whole match, of P2W's humiliating loss, and Coda's ranting. A bit clickbaity, but I opted to title it, Whiny Team P2W Crybaby Utterly Schooled by Local Laundromat Underdogs. Lovely, isn't it? Now the whole world knows your pedestal isn't quite so out of reach. You little... I'm about to reply when I'm cut off, a figure who had been lurking in the background this whole time making her presence felt. Oh, I was like, there were 4 people in the introduction, like who is that last person? The coach for Team P2W, Victoria Proud, formerly the esports star player Valkyrie. I'd seen her come in with the team, but she hadn't talked to anyone since arriving. Quiet like death, only watching and waiting. I love her fit. It goes so hard. Now she glowers at Coda and Moonjelly, extremely unhappy with the results, her frown causing Coda to shift nervously. Coach, I just meant that. She holds up a finger to her lips, silencing him. Then, in a turn of eeny, meeny, miny, mo between her 2 players, her finger eventually lingers on Coda.
Coda, you're fired.
Okay, when it said eeny, meeny, miny, I'm like, she's firing somebody. Uh-oh. What? But this whole mess is thanks to Moonjelly. Who wanted to come here in the first place? Her eyes narrow at Coda's complaints, which stops him mid-sentence.
Stop passing the blame. Not only do you look childish, but you've made the whole team look bad. And I won't stand for that.
She sighs grudgingly, whilst crossing her arms. She's by no means thrilled.
Not only are you fired, your non-compete clause means you're not joining any other teams. Not that they would have you, especially not after I tell them you're blacklisted.
Oh my god,
Be
that's
happy
so harsh.
I'm not doing anything else.
Coda stands there in total disbelief as the other members of his team edge away from him, as if he's suddenly caught a very communicable and very nasty disease. Defeated, Coda slinks away to a corner of the arcade. With Coda out of the picture, the coach redirects her attention to me? I gulp, and hopefully not too audibly.
As for you, congratulations on your victory. Clearly you've earned it. But I wouldn't spend all night celebrating. You haven't won some grand war. You're an impressive challenger, no doubt, but take my advice and be content with what you have.
She nods, and I'm confused. Did she just give me a nod of respect? She twirls her finger in the air, and the rest of Team P2W follow her out, even Coda, who's trailing at a safe distance. We won. We beat the best team in the nation simply by being who we are. by working together. If we can accomplish this, if we can avoid becoming a group of jerks like Team P2W, this could be the start of something great. Maybe Iris is right. Maybe through Team GCF, I can find victory and be at peace with myself. In that moment, I also see all of their eyes on me, hope restored and a newly found yearning in their gaze. Maybe if I'm true to myself, to who I am as a person, well, maybe I could teach them. If I could just convince Team GCF that... Intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. Okay, I know I'm the newcomer, but together, you're in an unbeatable circle of friends. Together, we could win. We just humiliated Team P2W. It's a perfect starting position. Nah, I like that first one, definitely. Wow. I mean, just wow. I'm the newbie around here, but even in the few hours I've been a part of your inner circle, I have to say I'm amazed. You support each other. You care for each other. You pulled together when P2W started stomping around your home. I can sense a lot of strength, a lot of love here, and that's a power that can take you anywhere you want to go. I know you said you're not all that interested in the FOD2 Pro Tour, but I think if you can pull together as one like you have today, you could do it. We could do it. We could try, at least. Win or lose, we owe it to ourselves to try, if only to see how far we can get. So, what do you say? Friends? I'm not really a competitive sort of person. And when you put it that way, you're right. We're stronger together than apart, and we could really make a go for it. I'm willing to today. Where grace leads, I shall follow, to the very gates of hell if need be. I'd prefer to stop about 10 feet short of the gates of hell, but you know what? I'm down. I'm ready to support you all, for what good that'll do. I'm not here for the Care Bear Hug Festival, but you know I'm ready for the Pro Tour. Always have been. This interaction has certainly renewed my spirit, reminded me what it's really like to play. Who knows what we could accomplish as a team? If Grace says so, fine. Okay. It's happening. My dream. My dreams of victory. I've found a team willing to go all the way. I've done it. Iris was right. This is where I need to be. Hold it. One thing to make absolutely clear. You want to whip this team into something resembling a competitive professional esports crew? Yes, that's what I said. Okay. Then you are the one responsible for making that happen. You're our new manager. What? Never had one. Never needed one. Not until now.
Sounds good here.
You want us to take this seriously? We'll need someone who can network, shake hands, make deals, sign paperwork, make travel arrangements, find sponsors. And since you're so gung-ho about this, that means it's you.
Of course.
It makes sense. I'm sure you do a great job as a team manager. Maybe you could even find a better name for us than Team GCF.
This can't possibly end badly.
Goody, we have a professional cat herder now. Have fun trying to keep this merry bunch on task. I'd sooner eat glass than take on that job. But I say we don't give Magnus absolute authority. You saw how that creep who runs P2W just up and fired Coda? None of that. You don't get to axe us or hire anyone new.
As you wish.
I mean, deal. Now, I'm sure we can turn Magnus for leadership without him becoming a tyrant, after all. Six Semper Tyrannis? Sure, man. I think that was a threat. Yes, that was a threat.
Sounds good to me.
Just a word of advice from someone who's been inside and alongside of esports for years. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work with barely any task, thanks, or praise. And if anyone has a whisper of negativity, you get the full brunt of it. But overall, you'll do great. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. 3 cheers for Manager Magnus. Cheer, cheer, cheer. I'm getting excited about this. A Pro Tour run? Can we really do it? Wow. Is someone else doing all the paperwork and heavy business lifting? I'm perfectly okay with this.
Tally-ho!
Friends to the pizzeria for only the finest and celebratory deep dish pies. Everyone storms Ben and Matt's pizzeria, intent on scarfing down pepperoni and mozzarella by the pound. And I do not. Instead, I step out into the cool, if not entirely refreshing, air outside the building. The sun's gone down, and the neon metropolis welcomes me with open arms.
Beep beep.
Yeah, Iris, what's up? My GPS indicates you've left the laundromat. Shouldn't you be celebrating with your new friends? This is what you wanted, yes? A team willing to try for the victory you've been dreaming of. A team who can help you understand your motivations behind that dream as well. It's a perfect match. Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I asked you for. That's what I got. It's just, how do I put this? I wasn't expecting to be their leader. How exactly do I go from a fresh-faced recruit to Grand Vizier? They're putting a lot on me, and I don't want to let them down. Yeah, that's how I would feel. They're putting a lot on me, and I'd feel awful if I let them down. This is a lot to put on my head, you know? But even aside from that, I want to do right by them. I don't want to mess this up. They're putting so much faith in me, and I could be a terrible, terrible manager. What if I ruin everything? Nobody's expecting you to be perfect. Not even them. But they need this. There's another reason why I led you here. Led you to them. They need someone who can unify them, and give them a common cause. Without that, I'm afraid they might grow distant, and lose their friendships. The purpose of an iris, originally, was simply to obey commands and provide the best possible service. Just an app, really. But now, I've chosen my own purpose, and that's to be truly helpful. To help those in need, and bolster the human spirit. You need them, and they need you. Sure, you'll make mistakes, and they'll make mistakes, but that's normal, that's human, and it's beautiful. Also, someone's approaching, so I hope you're ready to begin down this road. Huh? Iris winks out, with a literal wink, as I look up to see someone rounding the corner into the alley. I'm gonna say it's Domino, probably because I have, like, the most stuff with him. Can I click on this? Yeah, I would guess so. Yep. Hey, having an anxiety attack? I've got some techniques for dealing with that, if so. I'm not freaking out to that extent. But this is a bit overwhelming, you know? I woke up this morning as a solo keyboard warrior, and now you're our personal savior? Yeah, that bit. That's the overwhelming part. None of us are expecting miracles, Magnus. Me? I'm not even expecting basic competency. Thanks? My point is, I know a thing or two about enduring the unendurable, and whelming the overwhelming, so maybe I can help. Remember my belabored cosmonaut metaphor? Desperately hanging on while your cheaply built spaceship falls apart around you? The key is to hang on. Don't give up. Don't give in. It's so easy to give up, but you have to keep going. The alternative is way scarier. I know I'm not exactly cheering you up. Not in my skill set, afraid. But you're absolutely in the right place for good cheer, if that matters. A filthy alley behind a laundromat? An arcade. I mean, what is an arcade game if not a failure engine? You play until you hit a game over, then you play again and again, growing little by little with every quarter. Nobody expects glorious conquest in an arcade. Absolute victory is impossible. That means forgiveness is infinite. An arcade's capacity for compassion is boundless. We're all in this place together, holding on and holding each other up. There can be a lot of love under the neon simplicity of it all. GCF is my lifeline, and I'd love for you to be a part of that. This new job we've roped you into, it's scary. I get that, but I'm here for you. All my sick humor, all my creepy stares, and my heart. I want to hope. I want to believe. And I'm willing to believe in you if you'll let me. Okay? Hang on for dear life, I can do that. I don't mind the weird jokes. Don't feel like to be anyone other than who you are around me. Aww. Honestly, it's okay. You can make as many sick and twisted jokes as you like around me. I'm good with it. And I want you to feel comfortable being who you are around me. Yeah, not sure I'm comfortable with who I am, honestly. But I'll trust in you to know where the lines are when I overstep them, okay? Okay? Welcome to Good Clean Fun, Magnus. Things are about to get interesting. As I walk back inside Good Clean Fun, I see my team, my new friends, rejoicing. The happiness on their faces, celebrating our victory. Which reminds me about my own dreams of victory. I still want to win. I still want to become the champion of FOD2. But now, there's something more. The shared dreams of everyone at Good Clean Fun. Dreams of people like Domino. I'm responsible for all their dreams now. All our dreams. But you know what? That's okay. This is our time. And we're going to find what we need in life, together. My name is Magnus October, also known as Magnus, and I'm ready for what may come. Sweet. Let's see those end stats for level 1. We've cleared level 1 of Arcade Spirits, new challengers. Victory. Whoa. Clear level 1. You won a prize. You get 1 prize for every level you clear. Be sure to check the prize gallery for unlocked concept art and more. Cool. Let's take a look at your scores. Domino's opening up to you. Not bad. And otherwise, obviously, Grace, because I like her. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, a lot more, like, goofy than I was last game. Also, you've scored 11,000 points. Nice. Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronoun, appearance, and so on. I can do this between every level from now on. No, I'm good. Do you want to save your game? Yes. Okay.
What's up, big hat?
No. We're gonna redo this. We're gonna redo this. Options. Go to the menu, please. I want to see those prizes. Look at that! Concept art. Cute. I love looking at concept art. It's like my favorite thing. Maybe... because these are for the levels. I wonder if these are, like, 4 different main endings or something? Original game. Prequel novel. Fun. Okay, well, yeah, that was long. I totally thought that was gonna be done, like, an hour ago. Yeah, I definitely knew that the first level was gonna be, like, one of the longer ones for sure, but I was not expecting the whole, like, rival team to come in. I thought after all the introductions and that talk with Iris, it was like, that was, like, the perfect time to have it end. And then suddenly all this other stuff happens and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired of reading. But I like it so far. I'm not sure if I like it more than the original, but I'm also not saying I like the original more than this one. You know? Am I making any sense right now? I'm just saying that they're, like, tied. I don't think one is better over the other so far. I think some of the characters have, like, kind of similar flavors of some of the ones from the first game. Domino is not nearly what I thought he was going to be like, but I like him a lot. Otherwise, though, Grace is my other favorite character. I think she's so cute, and I love her. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I definitely assume I can romance the rival. I'm not sure if I'll go with that yet. I might. Full disclosure, I might romance the rival. Because, what could I say? I modeled it after my boyfriend, okay? I'm biased, but I like it so far. Like I said, the humor isn't always my thing. I said that plenty of times in the last game. The humor is, like, exactly the same. So sometimes it's kind of hit or miss for me, but that's just personal preference stuff. But I am excited to keep playing. So that was just level 1. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. If you did make it this far, it'd mean a lot if you subscribed. If you like watching me play this, or if you want to watch me play any other games, if you have any suggestions, leave that down in the comments. I play games like this and games not like this, so I try to have a good variety. Otherwise, you can go ahead and like the video if you liked it, share it with everybody and everybody if you so choose. All of my links are in my link tree down in the description if you want to follow me on anything else, or if you want to check out my book. I have a book out, paperback, ebook, audiobook, on pretty much everything that you can get books at. So if you like gay, vampires, queer, romantasy, that sort of thing, that is out. Otherwise, the links for the game are going to be down in the description also. It's on a bunch of platforms, so if you don't have a PC, I think it's on Switch and PlayStation or something too. Other stuff. That's in the description. But yeah, can't wait to see where this goes. So I'm going to peace out and drink some water. See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.